That is the standard. You don't have any business at any polling stations. It is a local polling station. Then you are inviting trouble. You are creating a tense environment. Why you to this escalative processes now? That is basabasaya then. Abba. This so far they be a man and the peaceful nature to some extent I enjoy. Baby mu basaya see ebi mu kwa free mu. This as a result say people na gini omo back home into the opposing faction no. Sabi ebasa your strength and now whatever plans you have no everything will resolve. Into amount to an amount be a bit basabasaya aba.
Interesting. And what about the way we defy sa order no ebowura polling stations? No ye kwaya nim no because a trigger basabasa. In some cases, collation centers are ye kwa ko boabo ma no ne abobo no eno kra omu wura hot to tear gas ne pepper spray the gugu for for instance all Alexander Avenue marking as afa a police station na ma me bia ono kra ye asthmatic ye the pepper spray guru so a na e was ye de kwa yare sabia ye kwa ye nim no e de na wo say si sere be ya sa de we ensi bio
nya o share afenyo markets no ni de a special case e was a GHC and shall say election day no e shall say aba ye vote transfer ni na yeti nyama e ko so awo mo transfer military officers across constituency work. Don't be someone say you vote transfer. And money chair. Why the first size transfer? Say nipa no at least what does have be no so afa. And say obet my vote transfer man. Let me say so just transfer we na say omo ko no. Now ya vote transfer. Now we mat na the future constituency for 1 year na. It shows clearly there was a precondition. And nipa na position in mind say the bishop because so into already no me mobilize as for the alcohol. It is a self-form, no pretty protocol. Baby, I take us 2 years, baby, Mokoya Basabasa, yes, now, one constituency, fully, the electoral material is destroying me now. I believe, sir, the president elect. Fire campaign in the or so not the person be. The moment already Bonnie after Kuti Consular Divino, that be a money will be. Immediately after he is sworn in, I think one of the first thing also, and he said, or setting up a serious commission of inquiry into all the pockets of violence may see now. Officers they are involved. I'll say a man will be. And the Ghana, you cannot hide under anything because Abraham also know individuals are taking video with their phones and other devices. So there are evidences across the nation. The part before this commission of inquiry, they may identify such individuals. First of all, establish one, whether they are proper military officers or otherwise. If they are, process they also do film and also do film. So when you be and a woman have fat, they are showing this and also a Marquas or say a muscle. It's one of the things I mean, catch there on Montagny, elect and Yamia and Adom, 7 December, you know. I was said, oh yes, I didn't because 1 year I didn't. No man say 2020, I used to me and I saw to my sit there. Now a Bimusa says, in 2024, Bimu asked for more actual Munka. And yes. The voter care apart here SERIE. Why should baby will ballot box Pesua Ubia Uncle Rubio? And I believe say the president advises, the president elect and advisors, or some woman here as in here, then you show me to so. Family is a subject. Also, you compensate to my bush now, bush for free. I say, woman, pray, ometi demi nane. I was on my no eye on my Ghana no. Aristotle to omo. I share now on condition mumu on the share on my son amomo. That is one of the key things. Apart from say we appointment within your first 15 days now, then all my so I was there a commission of inquiry into all the violence in 2024 election. I will see the issue.
Minim say be at your monitor so far, no any improvement. Ewo abato abakoswa we improve system. You improvement
Improvement in various dimension. There are new improvement here, and I'm saddened that you better about Saturday. Now you can say electoral commission to me in Kasai. Between electoral commission and the political party, no. Why also an effective coalition system in your Bissau?
Easy.
Easy because only the stake resourced millions of dollars to that election. Now political parties to me collate on results. Just in the morning after the election, it will consider defeat said that now the state institutional our resources across the length and breadth of this country and to me Kasaya. It causes concern, it causes for worry. And I think there must be a proper audit of the electoral system now you operate with. Why should we be waiting? Why is it that the president cannot give his speech? Because Nyama is in the percentage and also all factor on his speech. It will have not improved in some of these sectors. They are improved, and I think that the part of the political parties, their responsiveness, their alertness level, and the way they have trained their electoral officers in terms of their polling agents, monetary team, and coalition officers, and the systems of Woman building. I'm a quality results. I want to say about political parties for Abaso. Okay. The electoral commissioner, I cannot, in any form or shape, I to say, in fact, if there's anything to be said about them, then they are failing as an institution. About Bambon Samuswa, 2020, Profit 8, and a few more, Yatim. If you move to me, in there, Brimus says, until some Mikaso may improve, he said, Commission of Inquiry, so no more Moody San Yamatina, get your muscle. Okay. So I will commend the political parties rather for having a robust system, having their polling agents submit to them in time, in real time, full team sheets, and which we are quality result. Vice President to my to me said, "Near Cornelia,
okay." But as a situation whereby party oppositioner now Junumana Timu Pono, the security bet me and ebia party or power na cabo may reabatum. So in this case, your soldier for Nebefaha will bet me a could change ballot, but meaning such conversations before the elections, any during.
Papa. In fact, the petty intelligence on about 10 constituencies are. It's a month for we are to the Nebekoso. It is our conversation with the Koso, especially in every major elections in Ghana. But the fact of the matter is, there was a mission of the academic who said, Ghana for good one, air co, the bifako. Okay. In that circumstances, who in the police service and in the Ghana forces are who are doing and who are doing it, you are in the minority. If you find yourself in the minority, it is difficult. And in this particular instance, and not just any other minority. And a very, very minute of the minority group. It is Una Musa, it was 400 Koya, dear. Now, Trebi Musa, then I'm with my family. So it was difficult for any military officer and any police officer to collaborate with the sitting government to turn the verdict of the people. Okay. And then I'm a one more share yet to take some mess at their resolve was weakened from a Bemu. You cannot fight the majority, the will of the people. And no, in many of the places. Few places like this, so you saw how the citizens stood up against these people in uniform. Okay,
but back can we hear? As a mostly baby, I bear coalition, Obecono, a honor nipa beko, be yet mentem was pinching, yes, it to a hall, a man for 2 born a day. Quite fast, a jisa coalition. You bet me a conny say, a becosos are there, send there be a tune a bebo.
And not yet, I know a quick way. We a prehistoric way, yet the quality result. How difficult is the case there? What quality is a constituency will bear 120 polling stations. Now, polling station in resort. The new system, I had to say, TA primary mean 20 and we 30. Oko shed, when you say, now we 30. You can now boom result. Must we all congregate at a particular building? Will be other one, the ballot boxes are back, the brave, now, some of the bodies now, they have to well reinforced security-wise. Because immediately you have a population of about 1,000 or even 800 people. Storming a particular day is a recipe for disaster. Ebi mu impatient. Omu delay. Da no mu ye. Awomu kan wiye ye. Yentro wiye ye. And one step bebre. And I think that we should reform that aspect of the coalition sector. No. Now, say that means our coalition sector, and we can just all see in real time all the polling stations result and know say in constituency we need now. But and say we don't have to move to a particular location to undertake some of these exercises. If we think that it is difficult to eliminate that processes now, then it is time for us to build for ourselves constituency coalition centers, which will be properly reinforced as a security zone. And so, a proper security zone, you have several perimeters in order for you to access the main building. Then people cannot vandalize and attack and storm such facilities, destroy ballot papers, ballot boxes, and it will make it very, very difficult for election officials to declare whoever has won that election. It is a sad news, electoral system, no, boy and dear, and yet, there was a minor boka. Nyankofa Obi Secondary School, Obi Asore dying. In terms of security, no, and yet safe enough for such a processes. Let's spend money and build for ourselves constituency coalition centers, properly reinforced in terms of concrete structures and perimeters, so that you can walk off any attack from Obia or election. Into also make a process.
I better say, one brand new adage na feso. We need the area better adwumadi at election powerhouse. Power 97.9, TV XYZ Radio, XYZ, Power 979, Great Commission Television. I want a team in our airboard na yede Jumediano so Alpha Mama Sanyina Ashe. Okay, 12 abano no. Manyana TSA Abato Commissar Ebeye press conference at this time. The next team ever at the mobile call Celebaya press conference ne Koswa Yebehunu dear airco. But Mammy Fanko Domi Kwabenya. Ebra na ye declare say Electoral akulugu edin kunim as say wabeye mrasebedwani elect edema ade che wo no say na koy.
Today is Sunday the 8th of December 2024. We have come to the end of the collation of the parliamentary election. The total valid vote cast for the parliamentary election is 102,634. Rejected ballots 620. And the total vote cast 103,254. And the individual votes per candidate, according to how they are arranged on the ballot paper, we have Michael Aaron Ni Okwe for 50,477 votes. Akurogo Ostina Electral of NDC for 51,634. Doranyapo for 224 votes. And Remy Papa Edmondson for 299 votes. Now, by the power invested in me, as a returning officer for Ghanaekosen constituency, I declare Madam Akorobo Faustina Electoral as the parliamentary candidate elect for Ghanaekosen constituency. Thank you.
Eti say the member of parliament elect Emma Ghanaekosen honorable Electoral Akurugu one the member of parliament elect HB Adobako abato commissar asoye na press conference no mo ye no ye de abramo but ye wrap up abra ye PSA and you therefore sorry PSA ne NK Obrempon emo eba ye wrap up
kwame fast domi kwabenya de say akologo hu say no one hwan na ekọ
one Michael Quay Junior
for NPP but say on ko CPieto no
Pieto anya ode Pieto anya na aro
Pieto anya na aro because of politics no akwa kwesi on we say e bia na ofi traditional home abosom na kasa etia no eni kwa say osi Pieto anya na aro I think kwame na yedma
but I hear say yeguso aye confusion was that particular Domi Kwabenya resource no and some other we are our regional coalition centers no more
declare
about regional coalition centers
once we preside and returning officer no wa no declare no we in charge of parliamentary the electoral commissioner boss easy no only the presidential
so what is the point say Besaba regional
regional baby and one no we o declare
back regional coalition center and sana bana
eno de ewura na aka no say nra me catch them say ba ballot box no say no wa ewura
I think say a press conference na observers mission here kasa about campaign financing and how to regulate our campaigns. I think say very crucial. Now, I know the mass have vote buying near the EBM, and I'm very happy, sir. This time, no, obi vote buying. At least we should be able to step in. Adia ma di the melo hunyambo, and they said when mama bakono no lose you.
Lydia,
Brana or Chebiane no. Also no so no, but not an nature. Or Chebiane no. Sabe when you in free the bottom, and an inkutano ho. Omde de any free baby and a buy. So. Sir, I did Tiamra. Who are now John will complain, then now you need to take action.
Bema Betna or Babitina. That's all. So, say any mere affirmative action. A best asset, Obano, 1 year we cry na yet. About Mejibi. And a puppet way of putting people.
That's true. I think I agree.
Yabrana Swano, no. I was your for election powers 497.9 TVXYZ Radio XYZ. Power 979 Facebook Live and I feel so XYZ broadcasting with YouTube Great Commission Television so EFA Jumedi and Afe affiliates ahodo and information centers ahodo apete e Ghana fananyina EFA Jumedi ye dani anwa banyase ye koye ye daso ha ye somo kopem se abato commissar ebe declare results no na ye de bibia abenawie enchebia ye beko abato commissar aso but they also wunu say the president-elect, this time, President John Dramani Mahama.
$30 na enkane na misisi eso misisi ama kamera na to na twetweme binya 3p garlic misa no aboa me pa.
Okay, yɛma ɔkɔba the election powerhouse TVSYZ afei power 97.9 afei radio SYZ 93.1 election coverage a yɛgu so de som yɛhyɛaseɛ bɛyɛ memene da no a ɔman Ghana hyɛaseɛ sɛ yɛto aba yɛakokɔ regions yɛakɔ constituencies yɛakokɔ baabi biara ɛsɛ na ɛfata biribi biara ɛkɔ so wɔ hɔ sɛ yɛbɛbɔ mmɔde na yɛtumi de aba bɛdɔm nti anɔpɛ yi nso wohwɛ a ɛyɛ menua Kwame Menka agya wuso afei ɛyɛ amapɔma wɔn bɛtena ase na afei wɔn de nkɔmmɔ no bi ɛbɛsomo na saa bere deɛ yɛgu so a yɛwɔ ɔtwɛn mu yɛhwɛ sɛ the Electoral Commission of Ghana ɛyɛ ɔbɛtumi de ɛyɛ resource n'aba even though ɛyɛ Alhaji Baomia Frankatufo de ma MPP Amanyoko no ɔno aba bɛtu no mutuo ɛnura da yi sɛ ɔno a wɔhwɛ saa bere ɛma a wɔn aboaboa no wɔn akeka bom ɛhwɛ a baabi a ɛkɔ no ɔntumi bio nti no wɔyi ne nsa firim a wabɔmɔden abɔ ɛyɛ His Excellency John Dramani Mahama aba so sɛ abatoɔ no wɔatumi ɛde nkonim wɔ mu enti yɛbɛtena ase wɔ ha yɛgu so hwɛ some of the constituencies a up to now wɔn ntumi nhyɛ da nkeka wɔn nneɛma mbɔ mu yɛ ntumi nya certified ɛyɛ resource anaasɛ provisional resource koraa a nti no wɔn gu so ebi koraa wɔn atu ahyɛ da ebi wɔkora ɔmatu ahyɛda sɛ bi ɛda benada ana ɔmo bɛtumi abɔmɔden na ɔmatumi awie saa ɛyɛ adwuma no nyinaa na afei wɔn ɛde afiri hɔ nti ɛnɛ ɛbɛkɔ akwatia nso akwatia yɛto abɛwie no nsɛnsɛm bi a ɛsisi wɔ a saa bere mi na ɔka sɛ wɔn asesa akwatia nneɛma nyinaa akɔ akɔpie mu okofo deɛ wɔn hwɛ sɛ ɔmo bɛtumi adi ho ɛyɛ adwuma eti yɛda ase sɛ wɔka yɛn ho bɔmɔden aka yɛn ho kɔpem time a the Electoral Commission of Ghana ɔmo bɛtumi de abatoɔ yi ne so nsunsuanso anaa ne mpɔmpɔnsoɔ sɛdeɛ ɛwɔ mu nyinaa no ɛtumi aba na ɔmo de aba bɛso yɛn yɛnya ne teɛ ɛnkyɛ bia the Electoral Commission of Ghana ɔmo bɛyɛ press conference ɔmo bɛyɛ ɔmo bɛ adresse Ghana for ɛyɛ saa bere ɛyɛ resource no ana ɔmo atumi anya wie na ɔmo de ba anaasɛ yɛda asɛ mɛnkɔ baabi a ɛwɔ kasafidie so ɛne yɛn radio stations so yɛde saa nkɔmɔ no nyinaa ɛbɛba na aba bɛsomo midin ɛde NK Ɔbrempɔn ana metimu a mesomo saa bere me nuanom ahodoɔ bɛka me ho na afei yɛtumi ade dwumadie yi ɛde abom saa bere deɛ ɛyɛ Nana Poku listo aka yɛn nsa ɛwɔ dwumadie yi so yɛn hyɛ aseɛ na yɛn twetwe nkɔmɔ abatoɔ yi ho Nana akɔ abɛbi o bibia bɔkɔ deɛ nice one ɛno na masɛm a ɛdi kan a mepɛ sɛ memisa wo no sɛ wosusu sɛ ɛyɛ den nti den na aba den na asesa a ama saa berɛ yi NDC amanyɔkuo no ɛho ayɛ akɔnɔ saa sɛ wohwɛ provisional resource a aba bɛtɔ dwa a ɛno kyerɛ akɔnɔ a NDC ho ayɛ especially si yɛbɔ wuram ɛwɔ asantemam de Ashanti region first no wohyɛ NDC atadeɛ koraa wɔ hɔ na ebi a wokɔtɔ adeɛ ɛwɔ store bi a ɔmo timi ka kyerɛ sɛ ɔmo ntɔn ma atadeɛ a wahyɛ nti nanso afei sɛ wohwɛ His Excellency John Dramani Mahama kɔ a wɔkɔ asantemam nipa dodoɔ ɛkɔ hyia no wɔ bere kɔ a na ɔmo bɛkɔ walk sɛdeɛ asantefoɔ agye NDC amanyɔkuo no ato mu a wosusu sɛ den na asi den gyina na ama NDC amanyɔkuo no ɛho ayɛ akɔnɔ saa
yo ma menkyɛ atiefoɔ ne ahwɛfoɔ na me momo abaso ne adwuma so a moyɛ bɔ my Ghana na adeɛ tiawa bi ɔn sɛ ewiase nipa egu ahodoɔ ɛna amayokuo no nipa ɛna ma amayokuo no sɛ bɛyɛ papa o sɛ bɛyɛ bɔne o sɛ bɛyɛ fɛ sɛ nyɛ fɛ nipa na mpanifo si de odi akyire bia no ya no osua de odi kan nanteɛ ɛna sɛ wohwɛ amayoko NDC a ne fare bae no nipa a ɛnam ne nsa so ma amayoko wei ɛba Ghana amayose mu no ɛyɛ Owura Rawlings na Rawlings sɛneɛ na ɔyɛ na amayosɛm yɛn a na yɛte ɛyɛ amayoko MPP mu saa berɛ no yɛhwɛ ne su ne ne ban a na ɔde wɔ soja aban mu a ɔdane ne ho ɛde ba ɛyɛ civilian rule ɛne kwan a ɔfa so bɔntoa kwan a ɛma amanfoɔ bi adwene yɛ ɔmo sɛ wadane ne ho dua broni ɛnɛ sɛbi ogyina ha adeɛ kyenye a ɔno akoro yɛ asase ogyina ha no nsɛm a yɛkafa Owura Rawlings ho nneɛma ahodoɔ a na sɛbi yɛsusu sɛ yɛsintɔ ɛwɔ ɛyɛ democracy mu nneɛma ahodoɔ a na yɛn adwene yɛ yɛn sɛ Any kwan say o my Ghana sebi yenya okandifo a ebi a oka obi nka bi ya ye kangu Rollins hu fin kangu na mayoko NDC hu fin ya eno no kura na ye bejimi bre no yenya ano e democracy mu de ka egu ni hu fin ne party hu fin no ya ene democracy aba na in the Fourth Republic ya ye wo mu Ekufuado ene ne party for etimi atwere wonse afra se mfie na ye atwamu election aye to ye etimi ku nipa maako wotwe edi enyambrasem a enuoma ye kafa Rollins wutitiru ba ko ne se wa ma adwadifo sika ahye
yes
se o sesa sika ama adwadifo sika ahye ene Ekufuado wama adwadifo sika ahye ama adwadini bia woga na bia deka because so share the exchange rates na ura mahama jaho na uko baby to say Kumasi Kroduam adwuma ye pepa ye trading
yes
enti ye ne dollar ne di agro enti Kumasi ni bia no one ne kasa nyina ye dollar because otu kwan ontu kwan po a nipa otu kwan ko fa ne mama ne ton no or the dollar ho enkontabuo na esese ema no na imagine say wo Kumasi wudi dwa na kane no mahama abreso no uhia ebia sidi no Ghana sidi no aduanan 40,000
yes
and pima aduanan 40,000 asa na watimi ato eye $10,000 e de atukwan
yes
na say no uhia in excess of 170,000 etiskano 1.7 billion and adi ato sa dollar na wotono under mahama no na wohwe usika ebi a wakofa ne ma waton awie sika ekura wo a wodi kwa akopɛ dollar ato na entimi to $10,000 na empo entimi to $1,000 na wohwe udwa na wudie nioma wodo na wutimi kwan so kofa ba na enne saa nioma na no wohia $10,000 na ade akofa usika na okosisa 1,000 na chese ye hwan udwetire no so be sempren kono atoagu ye hwan usika no emu kono atoagu ama sese ba ku na ekura no krampo no woni ahoden a na chese wa no wo hwe wasetenam na wo sese ebu hu nkonta chese obi ahyeda ama obra no ato ape ye wesa ni pakro ni sunu ne ban ya no de ti opposition sani pakro no be ka che Ghana for say sidi na one dollar no egura to pra na omomienu no sidi no ohia 1 cedi 20 pesos
yes
asa na odi ato $1
yes
ya efiri kofo abamu eba besi mahama apenso omotimi ama sidi no efiri 1 cedi 20 pesos akwa kodu 4 cedis no na chese eyade a ehu ema baumia de brofu de bi betu just say if the fundamentals are weak the exchange rate will expose you.
Yes.
Now if you do so, now exchange rate no expose you. Who say there be? I know there a warp knowledge, and I say warp logic. Say o kasana who did me trade and in a term because who ba we me want to kwan cause sanoma megu dwa so meton da. Who ni dwa? Who di ani say ubu sika ho konta. Enwo suku na wako. Na say who di asem abroni friend truism aba betu bedwam. Say sika ye di edi dwa. Sasika no ye bibia ye bia ye kra oman a ye wo mu enuoma ye wa ha no mpokura no gese wa kra bibi dia beka ho ansa na ye yie enti mainly no an import driven economy to say ye die no esa se bibia ye kra no ye exchange rate ne pa ne ade a ehuhia se wo se gina pepepe anase se bio omogro etipen na ankoba se baako bo baako ana baako se baako eso
dedenden
na wutimi ka se we na nipa gina so to abama na for the first time in this your friend is a republic Fourth Republic yimu ye nya vice president bia na say president bia or ye doctor in economics una Ekufuado di wutu ne ho de ne bon toa border ro kama man say nyina te ye say enam wu hye sey yesu nti no dollar no ebe sofa because cedi ni be nya hoden a $10 no na fa ya bedru mpepen so a cedi ni mom anya dollar ni mom anya hoden ebu nkama fa cedi ne so cedi a wo ka che me se wo di IGP wo chi ne di safa no di akoma IGP afi cedi yi bomia afi wo se akasa no krampo no on pese bi be pie free wa no on ka cedi ho asem biem on ka economy ni ho asem biem se dwani be ye den yo so be fa hin o mfa ho afi de wadane wo ho ena wo ka ensem a sabi anya no nti ne yesuma awo na sabi uma me se koto banche bra no mfa ngo fufu okoya wo se makoto gare na gare nso di nso gu so abe ye dabi uma me no opefufu na de nya gare to ana gare fufu enti no sa nyoma ne ye nyoma a ehega na fo ebufu papa ewi ase no nipa no ni sune ne ban ya woda na die odi tro ne ade atia no de tro sa be ya no enti ebe wi ase no na we tro ba ko a odi ye no wodi nkontompo maako aduasa ene yi tro entra no nipa ne ho kire no o se da bi ne ho nkire no inflation kosoro wa ma statistical services say omoma inflation mra form nipa nso da bi ya kwa inflation ne kosoro enuama bo senya esi kosoro no kontentem wa basahare so ena okoto ade no pa obedu awia no ya sesa ne bo san say exchange rate ya ho asem enti no let us say wo yi Ghana fo ahi asa wo bunya Brian sun enti ni na mehwe million kumasefo a ekomutirim na ase sebi nipa unse ye do wayem aka ho nti me do na me do wayem a na nkire se ma wayem a emefe maduane ni wabra me nidi ye otumase na fe ya se mo dane mo ho nipa bi a che se ye tumufo a yentie obia muna mo ma mahama se wontie obia adan ya mo se wakoka se dead goat syndrome ema wo afi go to crampo mo se wo yodwan e de atu ni din dwan funu ti afi wo mo wie no Ghana ni trans no se na brabo mahama apen so na odi gun se ni de wodi atoto ho na wo hwe se ni pe yesi wonye papa ena mo ma me apam no ya tinye ho no no man we yesi di kra nya kra na enu ba bi aduru inflation na ejina ba bi ejina
sa time na mo di
yes incompetent then in mu timi ka brofo akese brofo tese o timi ka brofo a uko dictionary mu atemdidi nko a ni nyina mahama so okay se mo se me nko a meko na sa bra wo ko no o kan di bia na spiritual se bi so wo honhom mu ana se wo honhom ani na wutie kasa na wo kan na na chese ayese wa yina kuma mu asom ne man enti sa ye nti obi anyum na omo ka no utie anyum ni ya o kai se lumba se me yire me hu ku me hu ma nipa na wiase nipa na enhu niema ye enti na ni na asema ko hia se wa yini yam asom ne man wa yini yam sabi asantiman aba onya efra asantiman mu no enso so wa ma edwa the whole of West Africa sabi
anka me ba hono na popo
etino so wo hwe sanioma no ya ora mahama ye na wo de toto de omo kan se omo beye o busa wo se nipa oye we mu se onya de mu beye de ebroso afi mu ba ya afi adane kasantwi na sabi we kwatra radio so me na ekomode me na me ye Ghana ni wo se komo ne me afi de mafu kra na akere de ekomu enti na chese ama omo hu aye hi na sabio ehisem ade a nya bani pemu a onfa patapa ama na mom no obefa ne ho adwen na mpanifo si minya wo a meyewo sabi eno ane sem obeda ho na sa bre no na Ghana fo ka yenya omo ye beye omo no eno no enkroma ka asem bi owura Kwame Nkrumah oje fa hodie ma Ghana o say Ghanaians are very slow to anger. Ghana ni yempre ye ho ma ye bunfu sanse sabi Ghana ni bia no predominantly ye no ye wo yen say ye akuafo so hwe kwa ya Ghana fa so ba ya akuafo pa ne ye the first trade e wo Ghana ha anunti no ye wa abotre a ye de nu nsuo twen wo pe enti Ghana ni bia wa abotre ubesisi ne ne ubesisi ne china Ubeko so esisi no, obenya abotre nya okra ni e de abu anichie. Wa bra sebi mpreduasa, ompo, wonya ne ho kraman. Nti Ghana ha, wo mo a mutimi ye omo se nkraman krampa sebi omo ko omo poron. Omo noso. Dodo na te se nkra. Okra sunu ba ni se obehu obebu anichie na ebedru da ebi abaye wa adwen se wokoche no obedwiri okra suba no. Enti no yenya abotre ene yenum nsuo ne yetwen wope de omo ye nyina ne anim sebi yare abawia se afa ne ho ababia obi ani wono mu a sebi ne ho ankere no e wo yare ne ho wo fra yedi Ghana no de koje bosia e wo IMF Ghana ni enya so mfaso wonu abusuafo no mabeche adi ye enya so mfaso wo de covid aye yie ama wo de tajenu akra kache se sika no mawie bi
dina mama na yente kowe enfefri onko yenko ahoma so ne eye akra kofida ko enko kasa ensem bia esisi ho akra wotemenka memo ha eyei
so obempon
sabre de na si ama ye a police for echeche eye elisi amanyo ko emagunu bi omususu se wo mo ye eniama ho nsem bi
that's obempon me no ka se no mo NBC regional command na nia yawe tete ene se embebu mu bia wo mu se wo mu ye NDC4 ena manebo mu su ena mwie ma yesu a police for ele tete sanko fori a wo su se wo tete mo bia eye oman no e bia eye state property enti regional organizer na NDC amaneko no Anthony Mupeno e wo minchen ha ena waka che me pempem se Tadina Ghanaekosen a police for Bidia, what we know any kita would be and as a regional almost any time and you could no one in kita would be answer to actually be on layer. Lima Massimo Power 97.9 and the TBX was that Yanga Anthony Nupin and Kataoha. I mean, to come up on any more. Okay, so that's not here. Odita in Kenya to class the regional police command. Community collaborate the answer and will be told about the
that's in here is for now. I'm not a woman to say a political situation. And as a government in waiting, the tendency say a bini aye maybe no my jumanu, Edim Nanibesho Musa, Ayenia, and Fata Air, Ghana, as it's not better than Kakano. Yeah, you shoot no medium, Edia from me and say, hey, Yenyaki, there's the mama, as Begiatu, there's the mama. 7 December, 7 January, and a Kimina Casababa any year. And you na as Nebulu, they are suggested you bois the Omanu Ajubeum, Kabum Eba, and I take over Nyayaka Tre Ghana phone on the tea edition. I am ye. And you mess with Obia and your stable. Don't be shaking and don't take the law into your hands. 2. Yes, all police command, district, regional, divisional commanders, yeah, as regional party executives, especially myself as the regional organizer, me here, collaboration. So, I'm take assembly and I'm going to say, Obi, so, self, and we collaborate to make sure we forestall law and order. I'll plead with them. They have the strength and the law to arrest. But in political situation, you must act with common sense. They should relate with us, and we shall make sure we quell off any disturbance so that we can forestall law, order, and peace in the country. And every regional command, not all Greater Accra Regional Command, all divisional commanders in Greater Accra, all district commanders in Greater Accra, please, I am ready to collaborate with you to forestall law, order, and safeguard the peace of this country from now to January 7th. I am responsible for the operations of NDC men in all 34 constituencies. Relate with me and let's make sure we don't have any disturbance at hand. If you move in anyhow to cause arrest and there is resistance, you will have yourself to blame. Thank you.
Accra.
Yes, but we are dealing with that on the covert side. Yes.
Accra, yeah, that's it. Yes, Accra. Okay, Accra, yeah, that's it, baby. Come across the Nino. Yeah, that's it. Nanabuku, Yabasia ba, yen common so. Nemo, me pesa yendi. Nkoma ababeto sisi e mebunu bia
idea was yes you comma say obebunu bia wo hwe XYZ sabre yentimi ensa koyen achi biem isan se ba bia o man no aduru no akufo ado ne bawomia ne na pamfo o ma se o man ne papa enya fe no wura mahama obeba bam na abaye japadia sebio yede ya yesika hodo na atie
na raboko me ba ye ko Greater Accra Regional Coalition Center Michael Kwe kasa wo ho ye nkonko tie de okanra
my agents, in fact beating some of the NDC agents as well, beat the EC officers. The police ran for their lives. They scattered the whole room. So the collation was suspended. Now, upon suspension of the collation, somehow, around 10 o'clock, we saw on TV that something of a semblance of activity was going on in Ghana. So we called the requisite authorities. And you can ask the deputy returning officer. They say they are being threatened because, you know, when the fight happened where they came to beat people up, the head of EC in the district, you can talk to him. His name was Kofi Annan. His name is Kofi Annan. He said his life was in danger. His car windscreen smashed, so he ran into the bush. But he had told us upstairs that they will move everything to the region for safety. So we were waiting for information. No one called me. They didn't call the constituency chairman. They didn't call our secretary, who's the representative. Nobody. And they went on to do the collation just with the EC. That is not acceptable because our agent must be invited once they are regrouped. And after the collation, then they went ahead to announce what they alone had sat there and done. And we know that such a thing definitely has to be declared null and void. It is unacceptable. The EC then said that they themselves recognize that it is a flaw because the district head was not even there to supervise the process. And yet they managed to collate with just NDC and declare a result without us there.
You earlier mentioned that some of your pink sheets and even the ballot papers were bent.
Not just ours, and the EC's. So we have to find a way to reconcile all of that before you can declare.
So is that reconciliation going to be done here?
That is why we're invited here today. The EC met with the NDC team. We were all in the room, and then all of a sudden, the NDC said they received a phone call that as for the parliamentary, they won't do reconciliation, they won't do recollation, and that they've been declared, so they won. That is against the rules because the whole process in itself was flawed. And what happened that night, in the dark of the night, when nobody's safety was guaranteed, is totally wrong. And I'm surprised that now the NDC themselves are afraid to come forward for the collation to be done properly. This is the situation here at the moment.
So what are you going to do now? So you are waiting?
Yeah, we have had a chat with the EC. As he said, we are waiting for the EC, and we'll make a decision as a party later. That one is beyond me.
Thank you so much. We just spoke with the N.
See, Michael Okwe Jr. a parliamentary candidate Dima MBB Amanyo Kono ewo dome kwabenya ana wote ne nka ewo ye Greater Accra Regional Coalition Center na ohwe ensem bi a SEC wo bro omoto aba ne wie na EC returning officer wajejejeje mani nyina wo dome kwabenya constituency na wakeka bom awie na fe wahunu se Faustina Elikplim Akurugu aye NDC parliamentary candidate a wono so ewo dome kwabenya ana edi nkunim na waso ne nsa bonidin ama ne nsa so awie yanko back to coalition center amra.
Spoke with the NPP parliamentary candidate for Ghanaekosen, and from him he said there are anomalies with the results that were mentioned at the constituency level at Ghanaekosen. So they have been called by the EC so that you see how you can tabulate and put things together. What do you say to that?
Oh, in fact, we asked them. Yesterday there was an issue, so we asked them to come with their results. the statement of polls so that we'll compare it with what we have, the two parties, that the NDC and the NPP, to compare the result. But it looks as if, they are not prepared. One party is not prepared, so we want to hold on for some time. We would handle that one.
Which party is not prepared?
The NDC is not prepared. Yes, according to them, the results has been declared already. So, we cannot compare results.
So what happens then?
What happens then? You'll give us some time. The commission will take a decision on it.
All right, thank you so much. I just spoke with one.
Na ye Michael Kwe Junior pachere say abato no kra no time a omo ba bebo so no na ase ne nkrofo kra nse den ni ho ana NDC fo nkwa na ho Mike Okwe Junior worry yato yenkohwe early claim ne time na ye declare say wa wi ni e wo Dome Kwabenya ne yenkohwe mra ne ento aso.
Sunday the 8th of December 2024 we have come to the end of the collation of the parliamentary election. The total valid vote cast for the parliamentary election is 102,634. Rejected ballots 620. And the total vote cast 103,254. And the individual votes per candidate, according to how they are arranged on the ballot paper, we have Michael Aaron Ni Okwe for 50,477 votes. Akurogo Faustina Electral poll of NDC poll 51,634. Doranyapo poll 224 votes. And Remy Papa Edmondson for 299 votes. Now, by the power invested in me, as the returning officer for Dome Kwabenya constituency, I declare Madam Akurogo Faustina Electral as the parliamentary candidate elect for Dome Kwabenya constituency.
It is a returning officer, YC officer, our year Juma, a Gina YC name, a JJ resource in Akekambo Munwa. We declare Eddie Ye, and now my cocoa person say, YC nim, one more or the two on our pages or munim or my Juma Moyana. Numbers will be a nine. Onunya 50,000 and over. Eliklim enya 51,000 and over. A feni yanko back and cocaine send nema wina. Enya di besi. Yen niema na mo pese mu yen nyina yen nim de da. Ya hunu andisifo na ehunu ye. Niema na mo pese mi oslo usu ne mpeso aso kofo asojafo obi asojafo ede ensema begwa bonten se afie we ye mpie ma. Eba ne sen ana asojafo bebre no makogu ablekuma way west oslo usu ho. Den no mo koje. Eti ekwanya na mo pese mo de faso. Na mo ye mo niema nyina ye hunu Dome Kwabenya returning officer ugina mu ho ma yisi wa declare awie wa declare Faustina Akurugu Electral wa declare na awie Michael Kwe Junior. We are not going back to do any recount. You know be any recount yet. Electral say oni obi any recount yet. Yisi returning officer wo ho no onyabo din say wadi awie. What ye ye? Nanti said the abatuo ya ye. Said the Ghana for abomodin the red card achiremu. A penifo nebu baby. Or sister would the kokromoti kwa ya. Aya near the sutro jaw kwine. ana se wo de atoro nada keta sese grim ane proye ebedi oman so a ye de animguase ene gya kwan de asi abato atui de asi ebi si dawo in Ghanaian history say ban the politics mu a say ban election mu a enkugu a MPP fo amadie no ebi si da ebi si wo baby ada and meka NDC baby biara omgusu ye coalition a wo mu wie ye say 4 years kura mu nyina ho mo bi en 29 yo mo bi anko baby a mamu nja seat ba kokura mom e wo say ka 20 ma MPP a enka 20 ma om eye Ghana for na akasa no kwa pem time omu be wie coalition ni nyina ma obi anvi omu ni omu na ho mun hwebi mun bia mani ma obi anfa kire on fa bibi mewura boss mun ma obi a mun nyina ho me se mun nyina coalition center ho mamu tiri mun nyam de se monya kakra we nti dabi mo twem ho kakra bi e betimi da famase mamu nko ba bia mo bra mo run shift we mehwe kakra se de mammi omkon se de Ghana fo akasa ato abegu MPP amanyoko ya nim ase so mu nkofie na am se betimi asade free SHS na emofra ni digari ni nkwan wo school mu no na am se betimi asade adada Ghana fo na am se Ghana fo ni say more than $58 million adi atu amna zero term wa rich baby ana judges dan wo baby ana passport office si anu nko hu sika kura ye nkanka ho ye ehwo no mpa ne ye bom pa ye o my God na ebetie enu so kura ma nye kwapem ne amna nso term $58 million mesi yanko circle Gata na muma Sicily Abinada pa sanitation minister $43 million so mfentim no yanko hwe odona yanko collation center or Greater Accra Regional Collation Center on Sam Rebiem.
Most of some the day everything will come to bear. We should be okay.
There's been some misunderstandings with regards to
yes, that's what we have Okako Central. We have both our pink sheet, both parliamentary and presidential. But we're ready for this election. We are waiting for them to produce their parliamentary and their presidential. I've been made aware that now that they are going to the polling station taking screenshot of the pink sheet that has been pasted on the wall. But we are ever ready here to make sure we will produce our pink sheet for justification. The fact of the matter is that we've won that seat by parliamentary and presidential. Parliamentary, we won with a margin of over 1,800. So we've won it. We are here to just make it official. That's why here, this polling center is not a polling station where we count ballot. We just put your pink sheet together, send it to national, and to be certified. So we are not here to talk about who has won and who has lost. We are we are sure and 100% that we've won both parliamentary and presidential, that the MP elect is Baba Sadiq and the president elect is His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. So we are not here to come. Okay.
When it is a different result,
it should be different thing. Elections are won at the polling stations, and we're ready for these elections. We collated our results from the polling station to the world, to the constituency. That's what the NDC did. We are here just to prove justify the pink sheet. So there's nothing else that will happen. We voted it. We are still looking at how best we can also to certify the one of Temasent.
So you believe the results are clear and you have won?
I don't believe that the results are clear. We've won elections. I mean, anyone who has any matter to do with these results should go to court. Anyone who has an issue with the declaration or these results should go to court. The EC will do the justified thing. We have the CIA that was gathering these elections, and we are going by it.
Thank you so much. We just finished speaking.
Patrick Buama. Walusu elections no sa wohwe na wo mpene a kokot ayemo amobrofo afei Michael Okwe Jr. Ghanaekosen se wohwe na se wo mpene a court. So far as a returning officer I wo gina mu ohwe aba no so wo yisi din mu abodini amansa so no ya wie elections no wo ho ye ni bibia ye kokan bio ye ni bibia ye bio eti wo dwene se okuta documents bi okuta pink sheet different bi of course yasin san so ye legit fa court na court nya ko nyana ma ho ye nya declare wie pe asa bibia ni wo bio court wa ye behwe se court on kan jira say elections are won at the polling station and your court on Shabaso. Yes, in so nipa wadi o mesi na name wo se o mo nhwe aba no so mam no trade officers a o mo ni mo majuma eti pension tabato nanim wo ma se numbers wo so wakeka bom we declare won monenam ana mo ka se mo awini Ghana fo apomo na me Canada bia se me se afie we ya ba ne ekwakoto no eye nananom na ebebeto aba no the SC no abi before mo dwene ho amoti ase in as much as say mo surveys am ye several surveys national security do ye ma mo nya no ma lose elections yi anu jina kuma say kwada so SDA for sorry them ye kohwe na ballot papers am mo dia ko sum ho na nya de ketua nana bogu enkomo na do so ye bepe bra na ya tete bia frim de na ye kan se na akoi no me pese ye nwie no eye NDC youth ni bia ase yesi omo ye eniamo ho nsem ana tutu asem a wo mu wura offices bi ya de no ye mfa no nwie we come back to omo awi ni ya MBB amonyoku ana pieces no omo pese omo beto aso no enti yanko youth for no ho de ni ewi
se ewi ase no sebi adwen ku na nyansan
sanity
ti me mekire ma adwen na mumu no mepese ebeye futuo amaye nyina
nice
sebi almighty as my Ghana ye nyina de ntia akoba ni sei titiru pa ne se obia wo Ghana ha bi anim se aban a otisui isuban bone a oda na die the party boys suban bone a omuda na die ye betra studio ha ye kan ye ka gu omu fin se democracy mu ye mfa to trasem eni akakaben se entinem me ka bi na mentwe mano enwo fom se bi mentintesuo fa metechira man fa na migusu ka bi ne ade a me ka fa MPP fo ho omomranti a omokobo enkofo ewo ye friend is saying RCC Regional Coordinating Council.
Yes.
Omonkofo a omokogu sebi court animu ase wabra court tie dwam ya omokoma ma me judge mu a edwane ye ya yesi no onyem kranko ya pon animu sensem nyina ye ka bi minim se sebi efie bia mensem wom na sebi mpacho wani soso a emfa nkwa prinkins ma fie obia nim se NPP fo amemu no ankoye omani maguase abato a yato no Ghana hai animguase wei e chance ye de wakọ ayi sabi samale ni mam ye dwawo animguase ne so
ano dini
mamu ma ye nyai animguase ne ka ye meka mo nsem da bi enye fe enye enam a ye nwie ye mfa ye senche etimi tu enyina yafo
gina mpacho so mo mame yes anko back to a Greater Accra Regional Collation Center
is different. If the handwriting is different, then somebody sat down and wrote it a different sheet in ink on a different pink sheet and just swapped the votes. If the handwriting is the same, then it means that we found the culprit. The culprit who did it is the same officer who filled the sheets and got the other one and changed the votes. And so I want everybody, media, cameramen, if you are here, you can bring your camera. Then we all check the handwriting. So easy. And let's look at it. Yes. No, And so, relax. Masa, China. Sit down. Don't worry. Sit down. Don't worry. We are making headway. No, relax. Ladies and gentlemen, he himself is shocking. Everybody should be quiet. No. Sadi, sit down. Sadi, leave it. You leave everything to me. Sit down. Everybody should keep quiet and leave. In this classification. No.
Yes. Eti when you share. One more share where your Ghanaekosen Central Baba Sadiq and Patrick Buama were member of parliament dema MPP amanyoko na the outgoing member of parliament dema Ghanaekosen Central. If there's a see amena okasendie certified results and a pin sheet ekuta omono e wo so no eye Baba Sadiq ni wadi nkunim na so sabre de ohwe eye Greater Accra Regional Coalition Center ho a wo mo de pin sheet ni bia ba wo ma san afele fufuro bi eno no MPP for ne pese wo mo de gina so se wo mo de sa results no na adi nkunim eno ana Peter Otuko no wo gina mu ho se da bi pin sheet no aye soronko eti ye ba behwe original one no na fe ya hwe se handwriting e woso no difference ne say signature say woso no difference no sign that here asan ye timi ahunu nipa wadi nkunim no eti sabe de honom na fe wo mo twetwe pin sheet no hwa ana o mo check ya hwe se entroya wo back so no different from entroya we ana na no new pin sheet MPP for no de aba se wo mo gina sa figure se wo sa new pin sheet ni so de adi nkunim no hwan na tro wo sa pin sheet no so hwan na sign wo sa pin sheet no so efrinyi fa na ana ba ye se pin sheet ya fele ba ko ya wie eti esi dan ne say etimi enya foforo Patrick Buama wadi so wo ma hunu ni a watimi aye wo mo hwe ya moa wo Patrick wo mo se ko yenko tie ka so
You can see it clearly. Because we have duplicate. We don't have master this thing. Yes. We can't go and duplicate the outright. You've done it. And so the one who is having the original copy, the one who is we have to do yes, look at the space. How can you do this? Kill yourself.
Eti wamuguso sa wo hwe gidigidi akasakasa esi wo ho no a wamuguso a wo mo hwe se Baba Sadiq nkunima wadi wo Ghanaekosen Central no wo mu ntimi enyai wo mu bia nana bogu wo hwe de esi ya den ne ka kire wo ya to abawie yes
ade a wo se ehu ni se me aminu Patrick Buama or you very bad loser ewi ase no enye da bia na se bi obofo ko nwura ma onya nam ena nipa no omato aba ma enka onuma ena nke be kire se amfo na kire nto aso nipa no even hwe margin na ewo ho efie na ye atwemu abato e course wo no na wo hwe ba bia enne ababedu ya you didn't have to go through this. Say you are trying to do something fictitious to win.
Yes.
What must I say?
Yes.
It will be indelible in the name of Patrick Yabuama till ewiase awie say aba ya to awie wo pese wo wiem sa na edi ja okwan na nka wo ye obi a sabio walu so aba na so walu so aba no animonyam mu bo sabie baomia wo hu se we de ya bona brani su enu nti no no adi na nimu hancho abegina kamera nim wa bra akati awe no ese abana ye to ya no wono awoditum se walusu saa ni ye no e ba sa krampa wo de animonyam kakrampa akawo sabi idi mu no wo di kofie na se ko ye se animonyam ketua bi aka no afei saa animonyam no wo be pepe wo de krono abato mu krono e be pepe saa animonyam na fiwa Patrick should know say he has been a very bad loser. Walusu Zabre pin sheet omo fere no. Wọ́n ti nya bo mo di aka ko nya pin sheet for akọ ni yemen. I wanna be mo hu say electoral commission no. Adweboni ana ewe akura tiri mu a enu nti wode kọ abato ni mu no. Ekura na ne wato nwomu. O say ne ye body rule say electoral commission no. It is the electoral wing of the MPP. It's election wing of the MPP. And untino say enimbuase a ebe eye hwan na nya sa pin sheet no e de ma eye Patrick Yaboama mo mo ko fele na wankasa woni MPP amanyoko ya na se yes woni atu anamo wa akonya se dia so sanya ma ye si minim se dia watimi ehunu bi pan ana wonim se dia niam we etimi efa so e de ba ususu se dey ntina ebema MPP amanyoko sabre wo ye niam wo ye hwehwe won se ewiase dia no kra ne kan ya papa na ade so a me no me tro konkron ne kire me se sa wo kan no kra se bi o si and you shall know the truth and the truth shall set you free anyoma ye nimu no either say wo kan ye na obi nim ana wo teye na obi nim se anyway hu ade a unim asuwe hu ade a anti asema unim enti ni de ani ehu ene de aso ante ene ye de yenim enu nti no kwasem MPP for a very long time after President Kufuor election bia Kufuor da ko bia wo wiem na afiwe no krono no o mantimi amo esan say NDC for eye o madwen say omo be ma wo mani ko twa wisi kontrofi o se misuma ani mani obema nani ada ho na eni da ho ena sensei omo de ko abato no okay ura mama kan say bi say they will enter the boxing ring with their own referee. Referee no mo de ko abato ni mu nyina no say ye ma ye ni wei ko twa wisi ada ho enti ye hwe abato ni mu frenchen wa bra wuntimi wiem anoti na afia abato no omofa agent na o ma san for obi o hwe agent. Yes, so say no the agents were having agents, so the Ghanaian people were the agents for the NDC agents. Enti wo a wo ko hwe abato ni so no yes so Ghana for ye hwe wo so ana ye ni ko twa we se ne de hwe wo nipa ba ko na hwe wo a o se bia wayi nani nipa dodo ade ana nipa dodo na o mo hwe wo eho antina mpanifo a mo MPP mu a te se Mark Manu a wo ko Kenya ko bo kro no wo election mu ma ya pamo no o mo nyina se no kro no na ka on pese o mo bo time na ye busa same awuku se ekwan be na mbefa so a mo ba we ni election no o so mo wo strategy anya bibia krono strategy no enka se bi de ntini to aba no se bi amfo na be kire ne nto aso enti se nka wo ya adwuma ene wa adwuma no ene ya gina so akoto aba enka be hu se MPP ni ntimi nyina ba bia fa ne sense ni bo adwuma tanta adwuma fu we nka se breaking the 8 medidi Ghana ni atem wabla wonim se adwuma na oyeye no anso ani emra ne se ye to aba wie na se resource ni ba na se wo ti ase akokko enu anu that is omo person of the kokko na sa se on se no akoye brinda brother bro nti amma se ntase na ayo mo se ho mo gina nyina ntase nko a enye se bibi asebi omo wo asempapa bi omo ka Fred Owario mehu mehu Abaye Fakabo Anthony Kabo mehu no ho mehu penfo omo wo nyina omo ni akate na awe omo na akate wewa na se wani gu ase a na se sebi konkontani gu ase ama ferie ani nkruma na anya ferie na ani gu ase na omo anim hantwu omani ewu oma na anyo da se Ghanafo ebeye de oma yi no mo di se ko mu be wiam no mo be wia be gina bontia mo ma no ye dendende asa be wia twabo domahama twabo parliamentary candidates
yes
san yo ma omo ye nyina se Ghanafo ani ada ho omahu akati na awe omo na sabi akatewe wa on se minia edi na gina hoi edinum nyina akati awe omo Fred Oware akati awe no papa panimu pro no ma wie sika afedi abato na mpese musa wie na Yakobon twamoka ene mani magu ase ene ne mafere enti we fere ani wo de ne franyina mo ene omo de ne nam ho na omo anim hantwo akati na awe omo
se ye ya 227 out of the 276 constituency provisional results I go so ye ko parliamentary seat na every Amanyo Ponanya 62 NDC 165 even if ye the constituencies are can na say ye ka every be bra wo munti enya majority dey na osusu say still na wo mo pese o metimi enya seat ni be dey account there
oh say ye ka say every vote counts okay ewo election mu na say ewo democracy mu sabi onya nipa ba ko pe kra be kan ho a wa bra ensem fata say wo so onya Ojiri say we making inroads because ebema yengoka say MPP for a woman say bedwa mu nyina ebi omo ya aduonu ana aduosia ana say aduosia mienu te say de da eye TV so ohu enti no ono na adwe ne say aduosia mienu ne de kwamna say bedwa mu dia ebema nimguase akan ye dodo ferie na omo de te ho nimguase muli no ebema ferie no aye kese ebema enimonyam kakra mpo asabio omudi kofia kone omoyire no mu ne omoma atena fie no ebema sa enimonyam nako enti sa na tie dia ene yempre na yemnya kakra bi nka ho anye bia aja yenya 70 mpo ana 75 bi mpo a ana 76 bi mpo bia yebetimi aka se yechem kura amiensa ebia yenya ba kumpo ana se yenya ba kumpo a yenya kakra ye ne ba ko ase enti eye aniwo ne ferie ene animguase ya Ghanafo abatuo ya mana kan pipi amayoku a enne amayoku no emu mpanifo nyina omo afere enti akate na awe omo akate wi wo so a o ya de a eya ho ntan hwe wachi esan se wadwe ya wo se mame eja mama fere dia mame fere preko
yes
eno omo de nenam a omo de
ohia ebi amanyoku
na aba
yes
eye yenua eye baba Sadiq nya
enya
over 21,303 votes.
Okay.
Anna Patrick Yabuama, Minia Yabuama Sunya, 18,951. Now we hear the difference no crampoa, ye can't have same we are. Difference near saying. Difference near in excess of difference near
3,000
2,000 and over.
Okay.
Oh, it's over 2,352.
Okay.
2,352. Oh, uko fa Fred Oware ni nebusuafo nyina ba. Omo kra ba be wi aba nim kra enye yie. 2,352 votes. And our person would be wiem. How? We better know wiem. Enti in politics. So we lose me e wom say bawumia. Me ne no enya adwen woni oma bebre hu. Enu ade a oye ya obeje sebi abato a ye to a ya ye na bridam brada abro no abrani sun no obeji tu mu no na ni monyam no sebi ekokura se de ya akaketu abi ti se due ebi a odi ko fie and then hu ba omi a ubetimi aka se at least he behaved gentlemanly.
Yeah.
What must say? Yeah. Gentleman no enye se ye hwe wanim na wanim afa na so ye gentle. Wan lusu ena abana ye koto ye no enye wo aba eye Ghanafo ena se honorable ware na ware no fa wo wie ni kofie animonyam muli entu di kofie na wanimonyam no se bi kakra bi akai se bi yehu wo kwa ho ne ye ka se oh honorable we no ye MP wa ha ebesi wa but opesi e ka say honorable wey and o we ye and opesi we wi abem and abane ya sa tse no eti sa na pe eti ya bo ama we me ka kire wo ne efi ne kro ko fie aka kire papa kofo say ohu bone a onka bone anim including wo what a constituency hono why do you say yes ye di odwan kura kogina wa ye beto awo in the name of MPP now the nam ekronim unam fadama afedu abato so a wonya hwe no akom mama bi sika no akoye wei bobra pa no ye nkyere se fa sika koche sika na nya wodia obi anim sika akoche ye ni nuoma akoche ye wo Patrick Boama sabi lawyer wo ye unkodi case bia wo World Bank ma MPJ sika bia ma Ghana's obi anim lawyer for sabi madwuma amoye lawyer bia ni wono mu a obetimi enya se sika na ekura wo no wo ye deputy finance and committee senso na ye committee chair and na wote parliament ho and na bibia ba and na ho kickback wo jiji sika nyina akọ e wanim hancho yi na vidru ho wo ya abo amano mu se enye afa wi ase wo ka so constituency for mu fa yi levy to aba yi levy titinti na ma hwe poto na we kura no information na ndu from tem keni kwa senka MPP nya MP because mu wo fere wani mu aguase una kura na MPP nti wani mu wase hwe de mo ye kumase MPP for enka mu sua sebi senye si etoto nyoma te se muntaka the constituency efeche obia o se chemensa watna ma se bodwam how many years ni eti Ghana for humoto o ma hu se mo no mo so ni faso and o ma to abanetia mo efi na kure Ghana ni kasa na ye member of parliament tie na so pam na nya mwa na udi wo mo so nipa na udi wo mo so o ka che o se mimpa yi levy na wo wakọ pass yi levy o se mimpa betting tax wakọ pass betting tax na wo wi akojira na nim se on to abama na wo ba wo be sa kire bu ka so wagimi on eto di nyansa na atoto sebi nkwase asemo e no se da bi me ko nyansa afa tro no se ensiranie e na numi nie ensiranie ya NDC e na numi nie MPP na we me di open no se mi pensira wo bu afu watwe wano abia so tete twi bible e na wo pese wo ko wi abam eti jai ni ngwase na wugu no ya bo ama jai se ni ngwase no na mfataw wo hwe wani mu a wani ni ngwase nkense esu se wo de ni ngwase ekofie jai wonu so akof pe baby na tena uni gare a mebro bi am wadi usika na wawia no so wadi ama na sa mebro gare am wadi no hu se nye gare se nye twini pa minimu a ne ya etie mo bra be na mbabo wo Ghana ha na wono so therefore wo papa ya MP ewo dobi kwabenya ni so ama fa so da na ka se dobi kwabenya for mo hu o manim koso wo hu na o ma beto aba ma wo ma kokwe se wo ko India o so fa so be na de black constituency no akose NDC fo bi ati na ebe we ne hwe wani na gu ase no afa na the party will decide party ni decision no se mawe honorable wawe mun ko fie nkoda mawe bibia no amoye be ye mawe honorable wawe for when you go see fa kofie uni gare a mebro bi na wadi na twi minimu a wo se gare ni die ya gare to twi minimu a wo se ni die ya ade na ma se nipa awareness a mo ti mu den mo di bone nipa sabi enya akomapa ni odo de to abama mo a mo ko abamu a ensam hunu kwase akeka me se kom de me se kom ne me wo wa me yam na mo de nim guase we na mo di kofia mo de nam na fedo wari wutiri hu nyina ye white akokora wutiri mu white wo mpe bra papa bi na mo mo eno ade aba omi aye sabi mo hu ani mo nyam ewom mo de nam na mo se kope seat mo de yeden yedi seat ni ma mo yi levy na mo de beje ye covid tax na mo de beje ye na wo ko na Japan wo de nam wo kope den wo ka che yese ba omi aye to abama na faso ni so wo wi ye de wo be die nti na wo nam chesa wo de wo dwi wa fu hu na Ghana ni de ma na nyin na fu hu ho eti no mo ho ani wuo no atan o ko pe lawyer we Frank Davis we wono bofo kura wetini nka na mo tete wono mo ka se Ghana fo ya jimi ohun mo pa mo ko court ye be sia bo court ho mo wa fere dodo asla usudu mu nyina mo wani mguase nkwa kansa mienti atimi ko jan constituency na di o matem ba ya bridge keke wo wiase ke wo wiase nyina wo si nyina wo di go de sisha wo se mo mfere ti mo amani wu enti dia wo koso no time
say ohwa
he o ma we na peace council no eya na me hu de enti eya o mo we enka yo mama ko de America mo de America enti dia mo MPP for penny for mo ye ya mo nam coalition center aba wawe wa wudi say honorable wawe wo so jina ha no na wo di wo wi no ene nam coalition center ana mo kwa no makwa wi pin sheet no makwa refele on se nyankopon on ti sesabio alatani ana nyame wonye bo lege na bo so afa ni sulia
wo mo no mo ka mo nsem
na honorable wawe
na boku wo mo ta ka mo nsem bi abade ye tu ya to abie se wo hwe na won te results na se a court MPP amanyo ko ni ya omu ji court di pa of course se wo hwe recent ni MCC ya Speaker of Parliament making a pronouncement they declare seat vacant now omo time assembly court Supreme Court ampa ni etimi di 1 hour per egada 7 Supreme Court judges at the state of execution ebeto so den tin anka ya to abawie na fe ya bobo aba na wie yi se returning officer e declare results awie no mo ntia se no mo court na fe de wo mo de nama coalition centers wo mo
no creba
wo mo de ji atinyi
no creba ko so hu e wo Ghana ha ne se MPP lawyer bia onim law wute onim judge MPP for omo na de judge kotena court said me di masemba no we di amame enti NDC for no omo nim judge na so omo nim law obi ani wo Ghana ha sebi ni nim dia wo mra mu te se chachuchi kata ebi ni Ghana ha ne sasu ni Ghana ha ne bia ko MPP mu MPP omo lawyer ye betimi aboni din se bia ono kra wo ye lawyer bi boni din kra hwe amefere
nanado
okujeto we lawyer okujeto we akokra we oni hwe pa ku ya owu yi na nsan akotampa okojina court obi atie ne bro
na say nanado
tie bro where did you come from to go to Kolebu we what the lawyer who dey obri bu ahe bro for they can't even put sentences together nanado they only know the judge
nanado dangokuva the human rights lawyer
ne certificate we tio we are saying the nimdeni nyansa netna uni classmate who ya lawyer me cancer onye lawyer who so classmate uni bi uni law ekie ken me de melusu me court say ade no una wujina ho a wo chirechire mu enti ko chirechire ma court no ye mbu aten esan say wunim say wo ko position a wontimi mfa sabi remote control ko judge ho enko say judge ye ni say enti afedi ya wontimi nko court anyam na mo kire court kwan mu wa ni wu akati awe mo mu nko fie honorable wawe mu nko fie na mu nko bom bra yie yesi wo kwadwofo kwa aboa ntatia ne nchen ne ko sua na kwan ne hunu nyansa nipa sabi yanya mmoa okay udi nipa so a fa fere ni die
yanko Greater Accra Regional Coalition Center omra Justice Frimpong Kodia o yentie no.
What margin are you leading with and they are contesting?
No, for that one, it's neither here nor there. Let the Electoral Commission do its work. Once it's done, we will know the margin. It's very simple. Why should we argue about it? There shouldn't be any argument. Unless you doubt that it's not the Electoral Commission supposed to declare the results. Is it NBC? Is it NBC? Let the Electoral Commission decide. If the Electoral Commission is making a point that it does not have the PC or its coalition form, then that's a different matter. But if they have it, let them go ahead and do the declaration. Why do that?
Members of the NDC are saying what we have on their bench does not tally that of the NDC.
How can that be? It's the Electoral Commission that gave you a copy. Right? So at the end of the day, whether it tallies or not, Electoral Commission is the body mandated to declare. It's very simple. So if you
okay, eti Frimpong Kodia Justin oye General Secretary Dima MPP Amanyo Kono ana hu se okasa na won bisa ne se na osusu se emadodo san ana omode chen NDC PC na no nti sabre o se o mawi ne o se no de on se de num hu se de hia sa na emom no omode o mawi ne nti no yisi na na wo se won kan se wo mawi ni nti den onim joy news for anafe omo feed no ye tapi ina ye de sa ayi nyina etim de bra NTV3 wɔn na yɛ tapi wɔn yɛ fɛ sɛ feed na yɛ de ɛbrɛ mo no Nana Boku
nti no
yes
asɛm a meka ne sɛ immediately a obi bɛka sɛ kokot na nipa koro no ɔwɔ abɛn mu na wahu sɛ efiri bra mampani Akufo-Addo bɛyɛ mampani otimi kɔfa obi a wakɔ akɔgyina on the ticket of NPP ɛde ne kɔ sɛ wɔn kɔ bu atɛn not at any least court bia o wɔde na kɔ appeals court apagya ne musa de na kɔ Supreme Court obi a wɔn wakɔgyina sɛ yɛnto ne so aba on the ticket of NPP na yɛde political matter bɛto n'anim a subject matter ɛfa political parties ni mienu ho yɛ a wɔn wayi n'anim sɛ wɔyɛ NDC ni ana wɔyɛ NPP ni ɛwɔ hɔhɔe jawu ana jawu ani di nanti na agega no ohun enti saa de no enye sɛ woyɛ mampani o se baabi a yɛ kɔbɔbɔ referee no baabi a meyi na free no meyi na free kɔtɔkɔ wabra kɔtɔkɔ ne ha se kɔbɔbɔ wo so yɛ kɔtɔkɔ ni na wafa kɔtɔkɔ for players sɛ ɔmo nkɔnkɔ yɛ referee wo yɛ saa pɛ na just so person on my way now bono because I mean me ho ase ba twema me ntwe na makura abo e say wo dia dwen boni abeye mampani person wo dia dwen boni gya oman no ekwan na wi oman ni pasa eti nyankopon akatua ne bi nie nipa nhwe no mo fa mo bra say wo beye mampani a enko fa electoral commission from free MPP mu say John Mahama ebe na say okay me kura po me nya ndi sini sɛ me John Mahama de me kɔkɔyɛ electoral commissioner bossa saa record yi a amanfo ahu sɛ maka sɛ atwi MPP fo yi ya ɔmo nso yɛ minua no o amene ɔmo nyina na tia mayoko no ɛno krampo no ɔmo bubefu na yɛsi akɔfa obi te sɛ okugye to ablakwa sɛ ɔno na ɛyɛ electoral commissioner eti wo Akufo-Addo otifia wo adwene bɛn na obenya eti ade na ɔyɛ pani na ɔpɛ sɛ ɔdune te sɛ ɛnɛ nkwala kora nwene saa meyɛsa madidi nkwala atem akwala kora nwene saa that is how you penny bonny a usa ka keep pieto wonye wo pesa wo ball man no obi a ye ne net radio so e debate wo se ma fa no de na kwa kwota electoral commission na wo penny wo ya sa obi anim ni so ye mp obi anim no ogina mu kasa ma bi apia hini wo obi anim no ye ne net studio da bia obi anim no je mensa wo yire Rebecca ono ne enkrefo na wo fa ase okay any Jemensa what you say just a walk of our yiribusuani so no na meya wo referee with the current provisional results are free 227 constituencies out of the 276 constituencies His Excellency John Dramani Mahama enya 5,866,825 votes representing 57.17%. now Alhaji Bawumia enya 4,195,163 votes representing 40.88%. Ususi se Ghana for His Excellency Alhaji Bawumia no mon pen anase Akufo-Addo amemo no obebu yi no anko ye na afro Ghana for ene na ma se ntwo kase yi MPP amanyoko na timi adi ni mienu nyina de di kan uyi Bawumia free Akufo-Addo ho a enye yie ohun ade ba ko a omo try ya ye sen komo magana fo adwena baso se ono nko na Akufo-Addo nko no ebisi wo Kenya mamu na ye adwen bone na ba kura trim na ama na to ngum usi we ye mate hwe aeroplane kwa pilot ni mienu we bra na we age no but every time we are plane na to no pilot ni mienu nyina omo ye adwuma na ba ko pa ne kura city anim na ba ko tene nchen ono o tene nchen no ebi o kire ne se aha se nka o fefa nka beboa because asa be hwe weather na o fa ha ne beboa
cloudy kakra
enti no akoye te se de o tene nchen no ono na ye ne boafo de o ka ehyen na mu no wiem hyen no ye frɛ no pilot na de o won nchen no ye frɛ no co-pilot de otwi o mine hyen no ye frɛ no president na de ogina na nemu no anase de obo na chi dom no ono so ye frɛ no vice president enya trotro driver ni mate trotro driver ono wo chi sen mate me pa cho oni ni chi sen no
na se mate ni kura na chere driver ni ba bia wo se ogina ana ba bia wo se obi be
se asem no kura na
sisa sika ni
na kan ti na ma ye de san chere mu no ebe to ho no Let us say who position cramp as vice president, you know. Unima de cro, unim wajuma. Na will be a winning majuma, so you're fanning copper. Tigana for natural said Debbie. Onukran a jumana or babagiano. Unima juma cro. Na sabi, yama kitwa. Na we yan kesia, any kesia ma war. Na yama bako, economy pe. What to form, and idea ho. And a Ghana for say. Onipa nkyɛn wadi emia te sɛ bawumia enti kofie ne kodi kamia dokono because edi bawumia no ensa mampani die especially edi tro woni efrɛ sɛ bɛyɛ economy ho adwuma ba bia akufo do bɔ nto abia Ghana ha obi anim asɛm ɔkan ya ne sɛ wo economy nti ɛna wafrɛ wo yes sɛ bɛyɛ adwuma na Ghana fo nyina se for someone to rise to the height of a doctorate. Yeah, bida. Yeah, who will be a doctor near a friend's economic doctor. Yes. And think I will no go up and go away Panama and polio. The doctor audio knew. The record and the record the baby mate, you know. Record or the baby mate in India. Now, wouldn't send an apple, I told the big crana, said drivers in the car, no coast station, one over parking is baby. A mate, you know. And to be parking, yes, I was standing to say, my parking. I could find the 2 can be one. Una number 2. Ghana will be any. And a number 3, almighty bagman. Bebois, now fair would you mate, now cry, I dare say, near to see mate. Now would you mate, and to sebi, 2 are Jenny cry, the bois ura. And your brow, your mate now by Yana sebi, and car, you say, a jumapa. And the ja ura quine. Bebois. Now, where you my pay and a yeshi, yama or my yatty upon some. Now, Ghana forces you, you better where you my panaso. Now, you are to Abapa. Now, Abapa, I have 2 years, I say, when you country, what percentage, ya yatty upon some. Ya breed and brothers, he say, baby, I'm fake. When you should be we are, what the Akati, we are the better TV soa. Who can say a fee, what's ya to me? Ama when munyam kakra bi se due ya odi kofie ya Ghana fo nyina kra ebo abaso se when munyam a sebio aye se due ko na sebi ma munyam ne nhyiren enti de wa wo party for ade omo ko akansie omo ye enti ba omi antum from now to omo fo wo de akufo ado kra mpo na ono de sebi wa hye ka ki pieto a enti wo nso so ntimi from now to omo fo ade na mari your excellency worry honorable worry ani ye tumo fo se wie na mari no eye ade suade Monfa nko fie na monfa nko sua de na monhu se bi yen hye nipa so yen kumdwafo ni dwa yen tutu obi botom anyini e-levy yen gidi obi tax e wo beta wakoto so anya na ama ni sika hye dwa ade na wo kwa kwaje the tax na na boku me ba so monfa nya de sua so for the mama na fe guase amugwe yes me fere kura edu ba bia mentimi kura nka se na me MPP ni ba se me ko kafe be ka se me kura no me ye kronfo we anya kura yanko na na boku me ba yanko na afe yankonkwohwe Greater Accra Regional Organizer dema NDC amanyoko no Mr Anthony Nukpe no ne nsem bia waka e de afa eye mebuno a wo mate asia bonten so a wo so sisi bi no mu wura offices bi eye ne ma bia ense ne mfata yenhwe ne mra
Nukpe no the regional organizer for NDC Greater Accra. I have my regional secretary on my right, my regional youth organizer on my right, the 2 deputy youth organizers flanking. We are addressing you this afternoon to convey a message to the general public and especially our ground forces that were mobilized and used in the election. As a region, it's incumbent on us to make sure we collaborate with the state security to forestall law and order and maintain the peace that the country enjoys. So at this moment, we are conveying a message to all constituency setups that provided close protection in the election and made sure our overwhelming victory came. We are not in the position to ask them to go to any state facility to do seizures and create insecurity in the country. All forces should remain stable and revert to the regional party leadership for lawful order before they can move. We are also asking all police commanders, district commanders, divisional commanders, and the regional police command to collaborate with myself, my youth organizer, and the regional secretariat to resolve any political insecurity that arises. We take full responsibility of any situation that will mar the security of the state. So if they pick intelligence of any of our men acting unlawfully, it is not time to move in to confront them and cause arrest. Relate to us, especially myself, Anthony Lupenu. I've taken charge of the political operations of Greater Accra from now to handing over. They should deal with me, with my officers here, and we shall collaborate with them to make sure there is order and peace in the country. If they fail and think they are professionals and will act, move indiscriminately to pick any man of the NDC, it shall not be a good situation. I'll beg them. These are serious times to put Ghana safe.
The Greater Accra Regional Organizer, Adema NDC Amanyo Kono, Mr. Anthony, Nupenu, now telling Casa or Casa, and if Mebunu be a Wamatium, Wesi Montane, so now Fay, Wamu offices in Libya, Wamu Yen, maybe a answer and fat, and name more say, police for them to Amawasi. What arrest be on person among ye and answer no because a bit me escalate, a bit me agensem. What a brief be on person, almost be used on person ya. Woman in Casa will take charge. It was our operations near Mano. No one in Casa na fi omu kwampa. Woman beti me afaso na woman archer and Chibiana Napo Comeba na before that. Migusu America NDC Amanyoko. Circulation center bia yenye declaration enye mamun free ho. Mamun kobe bia mamun na Mamun katamani, mamun mumani dwe. Kwa pe mi se all the 276 constituencies no. Ye be declare ni nyina pepepe na NDC Amanyoko no ehunu di okuta. Ansa no obi atimi akwakoda. Na naboku ensem ya Anthony Nupenu ekeka fa mebuno no no. Yemfa eno fenu twatwo na fe yensem mowura asantemantem. Ensem bebre wa me pese yedi nkomo no e wa asantemantem.
Ade ba ko e wo se nyina se ne na me ka no. Yɛhyɛ ne nso ne sɛ abadeɛ sɛbi yɛkɔto wie a deɛ obɛdi ntwo no ɛyɛ ana ɛyɛ obi anim sɛ ani wuo nti fɛreɛ ka no ɛma akatewe no na sɛbi suturo mmienu nso ma anihaha no na yes ebi asida sɛ ɔmo we ne aba no ɔmo yɛ nneɛma baako mmienu mmiɛnsa bi a ɛntwa yie Emma Ghana for Sebi, yet you my boss or papa, make a humbi, yet you my boss. Me meaning say NDC for Sebi. Say Basse, Yene Ghana for ye dear goons and yenny near capacity or mere revolution for a NDC. The son say Sebi, Soja Nina war. Na Soja Ni woo so swa. A yana bibiano. Master says no, and my woofing yan some more. Enti no ade ne de me ntimi ntu fo se party na rene na sabi tena ho din na ye hwe han na sabi se obi te ebi aya na ebi so wo ba bia wo gigi sika ye party fo na de ma no a ye nya no ntena so ana se bia obi ye bibi wo ba bia na mum no ye wo kwan a ye fa so a ye no a ye fe okandifo bia no yesi di odi akire sua ne di odi kan nantie NDC papa Mahama enye sa na ni suban tie owura si dun ketia enye sa na ni suban tie wo ye obi a pere yo ewom se party no awini election a sabi akinye bia ni ho nanso so no momma yemfa botre a ye di dwa abo atatia ye hu ne nso no ene sabi nyansa Solomon adeye natemu enfanko ade ekoso ne ho me no se obi ebe kwa akwaji ade na wono so ne party aba abemu de me supporto anya de a me supporto mo 100%.
EBSC pen ni
yes oh nya se EBSC pen na what ya to abawari what wo ye den
was so I was sorry
by now was a woman and son of Paco Yamako. Wo be tia bam. I will win in war position. A quite bad in the fast. Now when you had one for Biswa, who almost didn't complain. But me and 2 million men this is for say. And yet, say a baby, you didn't say yes. Then so yet is our more. Okay. Because as you buy Bonnie and then Tigana for a palm or more woman, Tico and Consano. And you know, and you said your more yano, and a beer, me bet you many, mean you many. Nemo me 2 or more for. Say, mean you and him. Adia Woyano, Nanka was sent out, ye jaw ma wo yebi. Because so be shoes now she suma move a friend of Martinez and I wouldn't come up. Yeah. Or Bob, I could know money beer. It's never no Basabo. Na say, O man who cry no ball barco, nene, while money be net now. Ober can one same to me. Ebi a man, a bit now cacaba, and let me sing and emia. I was sing and a yana Obama money. And Tinica was sent ye jamo, Naka, Diomo Pebia or Moye. No mono, and this is a say Montuma pa my 5 franc. And idea was say, Mumma, Sebi, and a 40 for him. Now, Fay, a boom dear. Care to trust him. Debbie, you say, Mumma Brosa. To trust him now. Na mumu yan kanena ye betina radio so ye chabo mu amose samu suban. You say monse mo anya to trust him, but mumma mani da ho no. About to madi nkunuma ma na broso. Ama say ye ka owiasim ha. O man a animonyam wo mu pa na ye hwehwe o man na animonyam no e wo Ghana ha. Na nipa wo kura animonyam kese wo wiasim ha nyina ye dwomama. Ena nipa so a omo tai na tie ena animonyam ni kura omo. Enti hwe na ma omo amfa omo sebi omo high life am say mu reggae ya mo bode de ya na si nyum kwen ya nyina say ye bu enti no me sramo e mabunu no mu nuanom na me nuanom me ne mo kasa ye sramo ye nka say e mamo nye sebi mamo nkojeje japade ahodo no obi antimi nka ano de adwoma makura wo ka mamu ntie na emomu no fanyansa sebi abojabumba ohiani na na ade yira uko yisebi obi so akoboa ne na okobu na mu a afa na obegina na mepreo uko ne yetuufo mpacho usutuufo obi antimi nkase sebi obetena adwuma na wotimu no a ekufado na de ne kotena honim obi antimi nka da do mahama wompene onim bra party fon so abre ene obehwe obi a ma sebi enya family cake na obi akoche bi no aswa no na busuafo ne nafo no makwa ko wiadi amomafu aye toche ubehunna akokura asabi odi corn beef nko ade bi osoya no pa wa we corn beef makoma kunsia enya no bi to mahama asabi ono kwame ahe odi ahe obema obi anya bi nanso nyese ya rene entiane yanso ye de mra be se yensem sabi patapa pieto ye de mra ne woro enkofa mra nkosha wonsem eduru wa muninjo mahama ohun o ma me support ono de periperi yo na ye ni bibia enu nti na Ghana fo ato abani boom o manya ni mujidi ye se da bi se ye se na wonye se wonye che kokokyira kan enti me sramo e ma mun kogidi boni bia me bata ni di ho obia benya de ope obia me kaso obia Ghana no eso de enti a Ghana fo bu afu akufado ni se wono nko ane ne yire ne ne mma ena omu didi eye sebi abusua mu ncheni na media me nkori abo me na ena Ghana fo se mo so mo nkori abo ena ba omi ade nanim hancho akonta ne na busua fo na asin ni nyina anya adwuma ni bi ye ena se ya pam omo se busua fo mo nko mo nkonkodi obi eni obefa ni wadie sika o mawia he na anu ya o igate yom koye me ka kire Ghana Bar Association baby omu obi omeyi ano semeboa igate na ba omiade kosi airport no Ghana Bar Association AME no and only the first igate Ghana Bar Association de ba Ghana ha sa igate no ne buo nyina $100,000 yes you bet me afre Ghana Bar Association me nuanu ye lawyer for bebrebe you bet me afre omo $100,000 omo pesika akoye election and omuko yi over $240 million. And no $1 million.
Adekwa yes sir.
Yes. Otu wa na ba omia emie ni nyina na sika ne raho. sika na ra ho say ntimi na wu wi mi de wakoya campaign
na say a president Mahama or $250 million in see terminal 3
asema making pacho tie John Mahama the 250 million see terminal
3 ni na
obi si wo di e-gate kwa kosim e-gate na odi kosim no 240 million obeka che Ghana for say e ka wo boy no sa e-gate no Ghana Bar Association omo office ho ukọ ho a omo paki bi e wo Ghana Bar Association office ho e-gate na bi 12 gates te say de ba omi ade ba ye na no list one na ka say yo me say say me boa Ghana Bar Association mu chole te megu mani ma se omo de na $100,000 the same thing and no it includes gate na mu no e-gate it cost them $66,000 ana omo be hwe so ye free obi free China ana obo hwe yo na se omo call eye sunwani ko ye ba conference
yeah
ya Kufuor ko ya okokasa ya omukura mu kasa Kufuor wan kasa ye no okay sa ba conference no omukọ ye no e-gate and omu use ye etu ye lawyer ni awukọ now de omunenam omu people proceed to be account dia
Malik Basin Charlie Emra okasa yes
give power to Baumia was dancing. He wants a big gap. He wants a big margin. We've given him a big margin. 1.5 and still count a million. Difference never in the history of this country, and he was first to concede. He considered so early. Why? He should have delayed a bit. He should have said he won't concede. So we see who owns the street.
Almost suspended. EC can media now. MPP.
Nothing about no. You have a GSS. Since no ever been some. You raw. You be pia banasis na been some. Obi anjisi bi atema central me free ameko. Omuzo mufasis nation. We are winning over 185 seats. On record, 185. Mark it anyway. If we don't win that, this country will be little for all.
But Malik, how do you intend to do that? Since the EC is not done with the coalition, how do you intend to do that?
We are done with our coalition. We gave you our results. You've seen our coalition. We are done with all our pink sheets, and we know the constituencies we've won. There are places MBB said they had won. Where are they today? Was it true that they won? I was in the room. We stepped out. I was underground. Today I've come public.
But your coalition is not what the constitution is looking at. Until the EC declares, we are not announcing any MP or any results yet. How do you intend to?
With the genuinity of our coalition, it cannot be different from that of the EC, unless the EC wants to steal. Any coalition different from ours is a stolen coalition and is a fraudulent coalition, and we definitely stand against it because we have our pink sheets. We don't collate results from your pay slip. We collate results from pink sheets, and we have collated the results, and we can tell you on record that the pink sheets we have point to the fact that the NDC is not just winning a majority, we are winning a 2/3 majority. And what that tells you is that with or without a few MPP MPs, Parliament will go on. We can call Parliament at any time. So the few MPP MPs that will be in Parliament will virtually be useless, mark my words. We want to govern. We want to transform the country. John Mahama wants to do that within 4 years, and that's what we are supposed to do. I stood for the youth. I went out there and I listened to their cry. The youth of this country said what they need were jobs. They need jobs, they need better living conditions, they need good standards of living. All of you here, I mean, you were working, they were paying you, but your salaries were virtually pakaka. By the end of 2 weeks, your salaries are gone due to economic hardship. Tell me on record, even if they pay you 2,000 cedis, what can 2,000 cedis do for you within a month? Because the dollar is high. Cost of living is high, and then you come and stand before us and say, "Oh, Sisi Fia." When you are done dancing Sisi Fia, then you shout and say, "We won't hand over power."
How do we progress from all these things that look like chaos right now?
Am I fighting
to the next level where it is settled for us to all go have some rest?
I mean, at the point, if they decide to go by a coalition, which is the most authentic coalition, we would all be at rest.
Why don't you allow the
most authentic coalition? Why don't we go by what the
EC is saying?
The EC has at the moment.
There are many constituencies where the EC finally went by our coalition. In the beginning, they said they had won. Teaching myself, we've declared it, we've won. Initially, they said we hadn't won.
That should
so that should tell you that our coalition is credible, because in many of the constituencies where we said we had won and the EC challenged it, later it turned out that the pink sheets that were brought were fake.
On the other side, that should also give you some confidence in the EC. If whatever you collated and what the EC collated is confirming yours, you should give you a confidence.
Whether we are confident or not, the EC must declare your mama. That is certain. We don't need to be confident in them, whether we are confident or not confident.
So that is Malik Basantali.
Malik Basantali, Deputy Communications Officer. Dema NDC Amanyokono. Ana what say waka. Was it NDC Amanyokono? Omo coalition and now omo resource equita omo pink sheet equita omo EC officials and now returning officers omo call the various constituencies ekosha abatu ono so no e was say NDC Amanyokono enya 185 members of parliament afiewe and ohwe nim say not even one and omo bejemu. If you say ya to abana wie returning officers the omasen sign obi ade woso enti say yisi ne pese bibi aye boko de a said ye no no an principal ni officials de aba no onhwe so no fendi claim nana boko Malik Basantali o the way an NEC fabre yes consensus ye dem ye status this year ye declare results because of Ibia and Tawantawa bi e koso ne ka so kan no hu ni say
Malik ye obi a he does not mean words. Assembly no. He means what he's saying. He does not joke. Because Sebi, he's a very serious being.
Yeah.
And I really, really, really appreciate and admire his gestures. Because I would say enye mebunu nyina na etimi very assertive.
Sa akukudro no.
Akukudro na ekura no. Because of no creba kwa oka. If you say no creba baako pe. Say if our mommy who, if our papa who can. And fa hu ni pe fa ne ho. O kan no kre na ono onam no oni nua, oni wo faase, oni maami no oni papa. No kre da bi ono nko anenam o ya nko nam. Etu kan na asema na ono asa ba hye wani monyam. Enu ti na Basantali ona wi ase o kre ni monyam kese no. And someone walk on the same. And someone walk on the tiawa. Abano, me say Mari. And ya dear Sebio.
Okay, Nana Bogu so put him on me ba. You have to accommodate so. Young couple mountain Eastern region. Na Yane Nana Poku. Wow, Nana Bogu. Augustine. Hey, Nana Bogu, sorry. Augustine. Augustine, what's a man car? I ain't found a woodina. I will put mountain. Na Quetiaba to a course no. Saint Nanyama Esifa air coffer.
You Onya you're the chief one as a fast the election powerhouse TV SYZ and power radio you're the we are say na election no da nyame adom enfofoko to santene ekwokyere omadwen ekyere mope any MP omope nyame adwediri nyina kowieye ekosi se ye boba ekoleti ni nyina de bevi community center hodom na community center hodom na mentimo ase kakra efejadi ti abambo 4 FM asumdie ebaye na abra bo ahomate anase apa 3:30 and in yan into and before the evidence yaba bonte say as a pink sheeter of the man returning officer no or the Ninsa Akata pink sheet no at the NDC Amanyokuru a receive concern say election no counting no 10 ballot box be order and what's it omokain that 10 ballot box no a free when now when you also be a MPP for so stronghold or also na macho men still be able to say be now say parliamentary candidate in Opia Omudi next now could do the boss at 10 polling stations and say hopefully not for Abraham for Omonsa and see verification machine no so verification machine na odo za beti so na tresa ampa oto aba ha zi no Oman for Omonsa enzi so na ni ebisa se na ba ne se no mo NDC for mo na we di concern ana mo say ohodum nyam stronghold na ohodum so ye baby a flash point as onko bi ma no mko ka en to ko beba enti de mo ye ne say omo rezi alarm ema yisi no ana omo ga say okay per se zia so de phones so do so e de nye videos
the videos are on the Bible on top of the MI show who is there. People are with me echo me a quarter of a man no abeto no asa be delay the movie. It I know say 1,000 machine so 1,000 machine is no machine to me say am aso be sia to anasa wan day. One so ever so machine so nko ana so machine peke a o sa be bi ma e better say what so it all the verification machine no am for me way ana NDC amanyokuo no e gina so say start 10 ballot box a e wo gwenti no e no ye kan a enye yi e hu pinte ne e hu cobra sa be wie say at 3 o'clock ana police for any party ni nyina ka bu tribune say e dey ending of the region and you know ka say endra amode ballot boxes no any verification machine no e ko region yeah Koforidua.
Okay, Augustine na time about to you koso na almost NDC for na ho no almost say ebinim wa beto aba no omo form nsa NC verification machine so no returning officer wo ho ugina mu ma isi no omo bo na mane no omo bo na mane ade asem ana okafa na na mo be notify ho
ana bi diga say for how me be a NPP for stronghold. It's all already alarm be and already concerned be as the omotra say ye no e no na e wo say wo ye e jeni the for margin say
Augustine o tell me nka abambofo na omo hwa abato no so no ade na bi ni ho
abambofo hodom e wo hodom o ho so de e flashboard di no say wo NDC ni no ana ho so no NDC chairman say na e ye ono any polling agent ni nu e hodom e say NDC amanyokuo no you see, I didn't say impedifo but could be uncle Krubia back so and go support police agents now chairman according to end the chairman not or no and it's already concerned as a move in as a move now obi back to what we didn't talk about but could be and then maximum the man say do college center or ma media no I evidence it's yamana no can say Mr. Honorable Okoyu MP for Akotia. You need to be doing Koboba Kuminu after the course. So, no, Angasa, Edina, no, Agatha, so far, the dear Adam Akudu. Okay, our house, TV as well. Yeah, we also, Aquapato, so what we do, we find for.
What mean in that inco na say meaning in command so dia and honorable me mo akwa ba bi oba TV SYZ the election powerhouse okay in some anekọ so ana agent no mu ginam wanem e wo wanchi no ma hwa abato no so ama no then some nekọ so
am say do na na tika me ma FT member here ma chief on so etie in some rekọ so ni na yi pa na Masa so ama akwenya na say echiawo ewo nsemba akumienu a obusa me fa abato akoso ha no ho na me so no kure ni aba no de start na sebi na pintin dia eni babia tene eye Augustine echechi mu na sa pepepe na ye petty results no afi ye de polling agents for no figures ni ade eba no me I was leading the polls as a time quality account to say 10 polling stations as a saber. It's all of a sudden now amo Indian and TSA so baby amo the polling agents for the print sheet be ban as a ballot paper PBR. Sa ballot paper na say print sheet no any say be in person by name. You come hand mo na say constituency hand mo no we are having 117 polling stations. And this out of 117 polling stations police station being Honoma, a name no by New Wenchi, Ebini Hada from 1992, every Saturday, even time less than 100 police stations, I police stations additions, maybe Kahon, any police station there by the name New Wenchi, Ebini Ho. I don't think Emma College Center or agents on a reject no, that be radio and Kaya. In any case, yes, I'm a print sheet. You want to assign print sheet, A agent, and assign, and I say party agent, and I say return officer, and assign. None of them was clear to us. Into Honomo, yes, I see danger. First, I do on the Abano. As you say, be big in our coso, or when she, baby as ballot person if you buy. Then I say na esitie.
Sesi amene o de ka say enye fa ana eye munsama esi nyina ewo ana yisi returning officer no o make a declaration as to the way we need ana MP elect ana.
You know ka say any declaration or higher. We have not even counted all the 117 no as we speak. Ana nin sama yake na asu na kopi bro number akoso ana kro ba akoso F20. Sama yake na also na verification so anchor so amokasi vote. Voting without verification.
Wabra na wo agent ni hu say ebi ni mo to aba o mo form sensitive verification machine so no. Omo fẹ́ obo amane.
Omo frame me around 4 o'clock no nti me ma constituency chairman BB Moro eko support team na eko ye no, and we have videos to tender as evidence regarding that.
Sesi ayi fa na mo asemi ntawantawe akwakodu na den no mo kan dia fa ho.
Yeah there say as a political party nra me address supporters ho. So na I believe say I have won the election. Looking at the figures any calculations I have won the election. Now any animal MPP for also we throw a challenge to them say almost some form the figures or more family. Any calculation in there, say one is be declared as a winner. I don't know you're changing more up to date, you know. You see me and your declaration, I don't complain and a logic, you know. As I say, parties involved no agree. Say they have to also come to a conclusion. Say you see me and declare there. On a consultation or near you or the superiors or now advice you come with the manner the advice number and say what you more. Yeah, advice the outcome.
Now, Montimo pink sheet, very secure.
Secured. Both parties have signed against it. I mean, on the steel covered, you know, we have all signed, placed our signatures on it.
Okay, Honorable, Nana Poku listo also studio. Honorable Henry Boachi Yadom, don't know friend Okoyo. Sitting member of parliament, the man this Amanyo no Ewa Kwatia constituency. Asemu ya wakai DSC who futu ananche chebi awetimi and the attach the amano na enko
futu a me de be mano ne se onyere ne pink sheet ni mu pampe eno ni the only paper ye betimi ahwe evidence e de ye betimi ahwe so dia aka se evidence
okay
eno nti mesre se ema obia emfa ne pink sheet ni bi nko ba bia opekura mpo a ontwa mfonyini ngu ho
okay
sene be ya ebi enkoyira na ebi koyira mpo a sebi obetimi agina mfonyini ne so e de aye na afen so no electoral commission no ba bi owo bia no mom pia no na declaration also were no onye we akwatia se yaw na ne ko yaw kumi meboa ono so yeminua na so yaw wawe ko ne ko jitum se wawe ewiase no se bi enye no ano no wako baako anye ye wako biem na anye ye enye hwe na fo wani monyam ne bra wo de wani monyam no na woni aban mu enso so wa ban nti ye say account enyina boa eje hia to enti yaw se wawe a me tufo enye hwe enye dabia no bomofo konwura mu a onyanam enti se ne wakọ na we enye bia enye hwe ye benum su atwen wope
oye young crown so
wo sa ye young ohun na fa wachita nyina aboa NDC ni na onyere ne ho na omunsumu nyina mo ma constituency na nimu mrenya ohun na se wokoye twema mentwe a udi party fo ya omunka no kre yati a wa unim party fo omunka no kre udi omachi na afi wako wia na ya chew ya chew wa nko ho animguase wo ko election kra ye be ka so honorable wawe sa na afi egu hu enti no wawe a wa pa wonsa
okay
na dai ade ne ma
kunibie no eye ne dia no
anya aba na sebi kremodak na o se abasa
okay
enti honorable hwehwe ya wa tina kwan na mafutuo ya media afam framasu ka chere se ni nua listo o se Now we have another issue at hand. Police.
Okay.
And this time was arrested as of yesterday. Pink sheet it was fixed, no. They fought that pink sheet, and the police for arranging them before court. Into a train, so some modify everything. When she police watch you, almost police don't court and none pay. Into and she need actually. And could the man saw a channel panel. And also a bit I can want some kakra. Okay. Then the pinch it bomb by pa and then the idea yes and I say and say could tell my chest say I buy a 2 and 1 dance no. Canada need a trip that's near for 2 hours to buy.
But your honorable calculated pinches Nina no sha and must say now the every etia yaw.
Pinches at the time almost yes I did not. This by no. Now me day over 700 to 800, close to 800. It's additions. I'm very sure it's about 1,000.
Okay. Honorable Henry Boachi Yadom. Okay, better was the Bredemum, the Ebeko Subiano, Bomode na Maya Sonte. Ye friend Tom from Emunafi, a tape for near your phone answer, Intimian Tiasia. Ewo dia ekoso ewo akwati akwa insurance no enti wo case su dia say enya dia yi se returning officer no e make declaration as to the we win and MP elect ewo akwati akwa insurance. Okay, I'm say ahoma no we free so but nesema o kan na clear wo say ntawa esi fiti memenda ye to aba ewo akwati ani nti yembo obi adi returning officer embo obi adi ewo akwati akwa insurance say ono any MP elect Sabre okutani pink sheet emu den hwenim se the electoral commission no ebetena se na sa pink sheet no odi aye adwuma ebi se odi eno na aye adwuma de a no eye Henry Boachi Yadomadodo na afre no Koyo a wo ye sitting member of parliament ewo akwati akwansuansi de ma NDC amanyoko na chese ono ana wa retain a wasan eden kunim ono it seems say sa ensemi eye adoso afia ba ye tu yinum no na ni nyina no hwa eye NDC na edi nkunim ana ABB force pese wo mu bowuram enim guase no ya na gusu ye kase ewo eye ABB amanyoko no afia
on se akate no na me kan na akate on se akate ekosi koko dua so a na ono pese o kire koko dua se ono na eduane ye ne dia ntubo se be kakra no na wakum koko no na ono adi hene na ne wura fi se koko no na ema na aduane di ti afi wo se be kakra no na koko dua no so wawuo ni nti na ono abu atofom na akate ne so akate ya de bone akate na awe omo oho omo ensusu da se aba no be kose na ekoyi enti no ase omo hu ni se akate we de ya hwe ya be we ama yasi nyina abehye nana boku yantin komo we free omra yanko yisi akache yansan troni wisdom hedejome ewo honom no man yen dia ekoso sesi o wisdom otemen come mo akwa about the election powerhouse and awie Adia na sabre ekoso ewo electoral commission akache wobrekwa ye hwanim say obeba na waba declare election results and our presidential abaye tui then ekoso yisi o
Yeah, I'm not at the all the other regions in Abba, Aka, Ashanti region. Yeah, and not any day. Regions are Abba.
Okay.
Any regions, all the other regions Abba, Aka, Abba, Abba. Yeah, say. Yeah, this is I can't really offer to take concerts in the region. I can't move actually never now if the final solution and I compilation and sana or more declaration. I don't know about I said the idea is to the media on development so far. We don't feel easily in control, but then or me, I have a volunteer and come and see media for the press conference na basis here exactly what the next course of action abroad regions na ababidu is the attacking worship and the greater part, greater Kumasi is going to call it the Ashanti region because any region where highest constituency 46 constituencies is official announcement na Ghana for action at the a number of us general observers set up emergency press conference, it's just to be like almost the 15th press conference that is there in the last 40. Okay, so it's 2 p.m. So that's it's 2 p.m. after close of food. On the side. So roughly that should be 46 hours, 45 hours after close of food. In the area is official, the media. I see Bosman, Dr. Bosman, a deputy commissioner. Also, and I see for also one of the deputy commissioners. Also, and Felix Teke, a deputy director in charge of research. About for Felix, address the media on proceeding. I guess we getting closer to the and then we take directly and exactly the media. But as we speak, the issue is about to address the media or the other regions about Greater Accra, Savannah, Northeast, Upper East, Upper West, and Boga, Oti, Western North, Bono, Ahashiomina, Abayam, Mutaken, Papati, Mr. Petit, and another state. Then there is a deputy commissioner of Electoral Commission. If you also know somebody, I added the update, what I said. But for almost TV, like I said, almost 15 updates. Okay. The use of food.
Okay, wisdom. And then Chebiano, Omushasia, Yabeba, Nafi, Yabefa feed, Nafi, your more caviars, no, yet TV, my chief for the African Sabri. Chebi, Besamba, who you wisdom. Okay, yeah, Greater Accra Regional Coalition Center. Sabre I police for our Abambo for no one more beefy up and answer one more day, one more security now very tight. Greater Accra Regional Coalition Center. Yentin some across Yentimra.
With the results. Okay, what are you saying?
They say they are the majority. They have won it. People have a Kumanov constituency. We know we have won it, and we are still the winners. So, madam, this is the figures.
Where did you get that?
This is our pinkish from our pink sheet. So, we have got 34,199. And a Rabina Open got 34,454. So who is the winner? Then you are claiming Abekumanov seat is for you. Even you brought a vote, the vote will win. Why the figures are the same figures? But if there is a difference between Rabina and Ekuya.
So you are saying that the EC should just declare the because
yes. We are saying that they should declare us as the winners. Yes.
Thank you very much. All right, so what are you saying?
We have been under tyranny for a long time. We have been under tyranny for a long time. It is either a Rabna or nothing else.
Which constituency again?
Ablekuma North constituency. We the people have made their choice and we have to go by it. We will not accept any rigging, nothing of that sort.
Why are you here particularly?
We are here to show our support behind our able PC. We know she is the parliamentary candidate elect, and that is why we are here. We don't. Ekuya has come. It's not as if this is her first time. She's been there. She did nothing for us. Go and see an Ablekumanot, underdeveloped. We are suffering.
Did you declare MP?
A Greater Accra, a regional coalition center, Anna and Nipa Baby in so Akoba Piwa. Sabi, Ablekumanot so NDC, PC or Rabina, Nachita for say, resource Abba, Bomo Akika Boom, Bibia, a whooping sheet so. HSA wedding kunim nanso sabe de entawantawa bebre etimi aba eno so etimi apiem e wo ye Greater Accra Regional Coalition Centers enya de a wo mo ebepene da se omambo awurabna obindin dia ene na mo mu obi adi wa Ablekumanot enfen kire wom efi se akua free ye ana em se head ono no wa ba betina so wanya bibi biara ntimi anfa mo enti temamufo a wa Ablekumanot se sabe de yen to abane fa ma akua bio ya de be ma awurabna na so ma to ma ba wie na abato no wo ma hunu se awurabna awini se de temamufo na kire o ma agene ne dia na omo ntina ho ne o kina ne na tika ho na omo nkobo bia din anu nti na omo bagina ho chei se omo ba no ma ba be yedede wo mo de omo ti omo be bo eye awurabna chidom na fei eye yesi atimi abo awurabna din se de se na fata se de wawini no se de ya to aba no de ama no na fei obi biara hu se awurabna yini yesi monidin yesi monidin nana boku afei kura de em se ano ya yedin na je se wo hwe ada seats eye NDC amanyoko na wini a MPP for ya bawura mu a na je se won hwe ni ya om seat ni so ebesen ati yie pa nana boku
seat ni de o se so tie me no in my estimation no the my calculation amenya no is about 191
NDC for seat o won betimi anya
seats in fact seats are per their coalition your friends sheets no me tete no it's about 191 per my calculation enti no eni kwan se omujai omo ye magina kasafidie so na masre obi bia omo kokoko di toilet ne nyoma ne se munyai na munyina mo fo mani
coalition center
enko coalition center
and before ne se and se tita afo no omo begina coalition center wa mo ntimi nkan aba na omo ntimi hihye ne na ama results na delay
se Crawford de ogina ho a wontimi wi ade enti munko gina ho ohun se mo de be ye te se ye kọ ba bi foforo akwa akodi adwuma no munyai ba bi amokọ no enye John Mahama nkwan election ye hia MPs ne de no e wo se yenya over
police for a wo mo de akogu your friends saying Greater Accra Regional Coalition Center
they are not intimidated
okay
mo bia
na be bo eye omo gina oni hu
tie dampare wontimi nye hu at the time I to abano commander or the call regional commanders ni obi afanya adwuma security has broken down. Take notice. Don't be intimidated by Dampari police. Just that obi anya law abiding citizen. Be a law abiding citizen and make sure say you are not intimidated by any police. Emma police be a now. Omo promotion kaka botobi. MPP 4 pound na omo abo omo no omo pa de ompe bi omo nye munyina mo ho pampe mo fu ani coach ari sin hwe bi se de akoso de nya munyina mo mamo no emredwam emamo police ni bi intimidate mo omo pa omo konko se eye fa ni se kaka botobi obi anfa omo ho de tie ni se Dampare o commander na o commanding ni nyina no Kofi Buacha you show down boys now o commandi omo ntie je na mo pesa mo ye mo antimi anya na one nam na afi na obobo media men pa na mo se dan kasema ya ade unye hu Dampare wari o so kan ho wari boni ana mu susuo boys ana mu yusu omo wa se da be yi wanim o pipanya o kika wanim nyame sompa na wa se da be gina camera anim bibia be ye orderly wo boa o ma orders boys nka omu di agro kitu bi nka beti eti dai sansamane na wo sa ho no ase enough enya na ayeye eyeyonu eneyeye sa boys na bo omu pa no na mfonom ni omu sika odi mo omu di adi wa face sika no obebu ho akonta welfare scanner, police welfare scanner, what dear now they check your bribe my police. I go for a journalist. This animal now this are winning. Ga baby Bruno Abano Mare Mube Kofie and Kuntebu Bekoso Ghana for ye ni abre. And yet, way now the police be Ruby Equa Contokwa police ni or Yemi Panche Obi Yani a Tatari and a Samuel. Yen Tatari and a Samu Mayan Sama Mufam Tari Mihunai. It's another Muntian or Supem. Mubi and Yamuka number to my fee money will be a bit my fee any. It's no more yadi pa near more deeper. So yadi huna yabaka. Oh, yes, some money sabi. What do you mean? How many Prinkins mafia? Yet is so true and a young quine. And no dear, when a man Yama say, I am before, and almost say, and yes, Umbenya majority in parliament, Umbenya overwhelming majority. The NDC has gotten overwhelming majority already. And yet, the Amubaya never intimidated Obia. And Timoma Parapari on Yajuma, uniform, and Monama woman down Paramaniko. It is a more intimidated Obia, more harmony, I behind any. Mo fi money I be fi ani mo di sia ye betu eno dia wo se akachem na mu no no kra ba ko pe we policy a wo nche obia bo ho ban. You are there to protect lives and property. So far no adwuma no dampare e command no man tie no won se mani ma benyam dampare kan se na mu tie na mo ko ya ade bi na ede oye ne ba sabi obia wo se etie be make sure say obia so no oben twere ne sin akyerew etibesere mo baabi ekọ no ye nyina ye fa abotre ye fa nseyo Ghana for sabi o ma to aba na wie ne kan no anya ho na wo kwa akọkyere se wo ye posi a ye wadwuma ne se ne se na fata ye kan so ne ye se tu ye tu momone fu ne ye tu okra so fu se momone u so abo okra wo so so na bogumba cho me ba se se wo konko ya dia and
us to build the Ghana we all want. We want you to live to see that, to participate in that process, and to benefit from the fruits thereof. You cannot do that if you end up injured or dead because of excesses, the excesses with the jubilations currently ongoing. Aside this, there are many disgruntled and frustrated MPP supporters who are looking for an opportunity to cause mayhem. We won this election clean. We won this election free and fair. We did not resort to violence. That has never been our nature. And so it is not now that we will resort to violence or acts of vandalism. Don't give them what they are looking for. Let's be peaceful. By 4:30 p.m., John Dramani Mahama will be declared as president. And by close of day, the new president-elect will address the nation. Latest, by the 7th of January, in the next 28 days, he will be sworn in as president. And when he is sworn in, the change you are looking for, the accountability you are looking for, the probity you are looking for, you are going to see it. We want you to live to see that. Only this afternoon, 2 of our supporters have been murdered in cold blood in Akomadan as a result of these excesses associated with the jubilation going on. We don't want to lose any NDC supporter again. We don't want that. John Mahama doesn't want that. The leadership of the NDC don't want that. We want you alive to see the new Ghana, the Ghana we all want, the Ghana that works, that John Dramani Mahama will be working with the entire nation to build and to benefit from the fruits thereof. As I've mentioned, in Tamale Central and Gushegu, we know that the people who attacked the NADMO offices there were not NDC people, they were MPP people, because they claimed that their parliamentary candidates hoarded food items which were supposed to be distributed to them before the election. And so when you do this as an NDC supporter, you give people the opportunity to heap all the blame on us, when in actual fact, in some places, not in all places, in some places, those doing that are MPP supporters. And finally, the reason why we must all heed this advice is that there are many MPP supporters who want to destroy evidence of their wrongdoings and their criminal conduct. Don't give them a smooth screen for them to do that. So there is no need attacking any government institution, vandalizing any public property, breaking anything. There is no need for that. You don't need rice at this stage. Victory is here. If you need rice, you call us, we'll give you rice. So don't attack any state institution. We love you and we want you to be safe. We want you to jubilate responsibly so that we can all see Akufo-Addo handing over the baton to John Mahama on the 7th of January 2025. Something is sworn never to do. We want you to see Chief Justice Getru Tokono administering the oath of office of President. We want you to see John Mahama at the Independence Square. We want you to see him begin the implementation of the 24-hour economy to create jobs and opportunities for all and a select few. This is a new dawn. You need to live to see the Ghana that we all want, which John Dramani Mahama will be delivering. So please, we are begging you. For those of you who are at various regional coalition centers, please, you need to be calm. Currently, in all those regional coalition centers, our regional executives are there in their numbers. For those of you in Greater Accra, the regional secretary and other executives are there. And once results have been declared, the results cannot be changed at the regional coalition center. If the declaration was legally made at the constituency coalition center by the designated returning officer. So the Obuasi East constituency results as declared cannot change. Nobody can change it at the regional center. It will not happen. And what they are trying to do in Greater Accra will not happen. For the constituencies whose results have not yet been declared, like Ghanaekosen Central, because EC officials have tried without success to swap pink sheets. We are following it keenly. We are addressing the issue with the EC at the regional coalition office, and the right thing will be done. The same applies to Ablikumanov and the other constituencies. In Eastern Region, our regional chairman and his executives are currently in the at the regional coalition center. The issue about Akwetia, Fantiakwa North, and Nsawema Duajui are all being resolved. And we know that at the end of the day, the truth will prevail, and our parliamentary candidates declared as the duly elected members of parliament for those constituencies. As for Anodompre, who has shot one of our supporters in the thigh, he himself shooting, you don't worry. 7 January is not far. The day of accountability is coming. Don't take the laws into your own hands. We waited for 8 years for this. Don't do the things the MPP did, for which reason Ghanaians have rejected them. Let's all reflect the persona and character of our leader, John Dramani Mahama, and he will not let us down. Thank you very much. I will do a very brief summary of this very important message in Twi. Now, to say the media can count on Potoka a crater, the NSA NDC Treasurer for Penny, our General Secretary, Yura Fifi Aviquati. And on Nama Makwenya said, Minyasa, Mefan Semi and Tuja and Famano. I was young for a free Nura every year, Quenumre. Yatetin Sembia, SEC Ghana Fanai, Nina, Amaya Yemshishena, Amaya Rahopa. Yatese, Nadmo office biwo, Kru Bisua. Nipa binum akwa bubu office nani afefa ennuane ne nyeme firi ho aban nwuma bi wo a nipa binum akwa attack sa institutions no afa aban ejapade aban nyema oman ne nyema afiri ho yate se ebi akoso watermale central gushegu ene miamia bebre wo sirem ene nkran ha ya yate se ebi asi western region yate se ebi asi abusuanfo sa enyema na ekoso NDC for ya de a yɛra ho pa na ama yɛsi afen kese pa amiamia bebre wo wa de si ye no de yate ene sɛ MPP fu bi a omubu afu sɛ emo fertilizer na nyeme bi a aban no sɛ mo bɛka ya nansi aban ne ka sɛ nsuo anto wo sirim opa ba nti omo yɛ drought support program bi omakɔ mrahye bedwem akɔ gisika se omo dia to aduane ne fertilizer acheche ama akuafo ne nipa bi no Say nnuane no a ɔmo totoye no na nya Ghana fo no ɔmo cha ma ye ne mmom ɔmo yɛ sɛ ɔmo de bɛtɔ nipa adwen no nipa no ato aba ma wɔn Ghana fo agye mu ne de ɔmo anto ama wɔn but ɔmo parliamentary candidates ni bi wɔ hɔ a ɔmo ankyɛ nyɛma no ɔmo hɔdugu ɔmo nadmo offices ne aban warehouses bi ɛno na MPP fo adi ntwe Tamale Central ne Bushegu supporters no bu di abufu akɔ bubu ani afa wote ne saa obedwen say NDC for na ɛyɛ but in those specific cases na nye NDC for but no question is say emiamia bebre so wɔ hɔ a NDC fo bi so ɛna ma nigye na aba no bebre ntimi hye ɔmo ho so a ɔmo so ayɛ saa nyema yi bi by attacking state institutions ne facilities bi the NDC amanyoko ye gina ye mpanyimfo nyina na mu aka ne say ye MPP ni na ye yo say ye NDC ni na ye yo ɔmo nyina ye Ghana fo ade a enye no enye entwaye na wo say esi ha ya wo ye Ghana ni na wutia titiru wo ye NDC ni na wutia na wa ye wadwen so be bibisa ya Mr. Ojai emfa mra nhye musem enye de ensem fata so bi fum kuma wo so wo fum nwa mfie nwotwe ena ben asay o men adi ania yankontokwa yamfa mra nhye ensem yenya abotre atwen atoaba edi ayi o mefra konwa so nkuni bi na bawie afedi ani ahopipre ya ye attack state institutions wo yesa na je say the MPP for ya Ghana fo ani anye ho a yato abetia o no be ma obi aka say wo ye nyina kra ye pe eso ye nye pe nti ye besere se bebi asa de na koso bia na ye nyae ye mpese ye beti se bi asibiem because MPP for no bi a omo police mu omo tichafo ni bi no omo pe kwan a omo befa so prepra NDC etichafo no makunkum bi nti me ne wo ka say akoma dan ye wo fence of Asante Mantem omokum yen supporters ni bi mienu branch secretary a police fo gina odi pagina the videos are there ye the second awo mo twetwe omo ewia ketekete all over sa enyeme ya ekoso are ho pa di stress ye nyina ye mato ntwa ye nya de sefata asomanfo emeri de obetimi agewani ba mesrew wogewani a na odi ahwe Yesu ayeden aka ho because ye person bia etimi trankwam na onya ahoden ompra na 7 January 2025 ye nyina etimi hia wo Independence Square ehwe o mampanyi John Dramani Mahama yesweni in as president na Akufo-Addo waka say won hand over emma ne ma ne china no wonyame adom wonyame osi hininti obe hand over my papa John Mahama ebe ya ade a ebe fe pa ye pese Ghana fo nyina including NDC fo nyina ye nyina ye hwesa ade no wu a unhu bi amamuo papa John Mahama de ba 24-hour economy o de ba no unhu bi na wunya so mfa so enti emma enkunimdie ma wonfa bufu ana anije nkoye bibia ebetimi amwo anya akwanhia ana ebetimi am obi nipa boni ni bia ye obibi na wahwere wonkwa ana ase wakwa akopra yenim se yenyina ye pesa atentre ne perepere yo ye adwuma bade no so de emre no abawie aka 28 days pe na ye John Dramani Mahama esweni in na wabegye afi ye bre ne ye hawo oba de yenyina ye hwehwe a enu nti yato aba ama no dodo so sei no obeya ama ye ho atoye nti ye besere bebi adu no bia anya abotre obi anya hweye no bia enye ne nyema kwampa so yenji ani ma me so nkobu office bi ani se okopem wo de opem a wo frɛ deputy national youth organizer Ruth de la said o mo ho bebre obi akogan mo mande mu nyina wo bo mbema mo ni bi to me ba aban papa eba enti sanye ma no mamo maye ni akiri enkoya ade ayense mfata yenim se enwumre yisifo abamone se bai no na bebo apam no omone oman no bedi nkomo na presidential election results no omo declare e atodwa me nyina ye hu officially the wedding kuni eno ba na wie pa ye papa John Dramani Mahama ene Ghana fo nyina ebekasa tie nyina ye ba akohia no na yetie ensem a owoma oman no na yenim se enru ehokra no na parliamentary results kakra nsɛm wɔ ho a ɛde tension aba ɛwɔ eastern region nsawama drogiri akwatia fantiakwa north constituencies greater accra Ablekuma North, Ghanaekosen Central, Tema Central, Asante Mantem, Obuasi East, meaning just hanya many nyinano. Na yedi year to year ama declarations no akoso. Yes, easy for so say at least with regards to parliamentary elections no. Omo be in 10 terms so. Na ene ye declare di bia kama na asumdwe aba. De ware no yemfa na de ma no. Na asumdwe mra na yen declare ya mampeni a yato abaye ni Ewura John Dramani Mahama na oni oman ne mekasa ne afa abato into ye chi na yen na ye move on asoman the Ewura John Dramani Mahama ebetra benua no so on 7 January 2025 wa da yen na yakoma so a enu nti ya bom as nipa ba akwa to aba ma no amana chen da no onyame nti oni ehwa moda ya sabeka ya da munyina wase
the Sami Jamfi ana uhunu na ahwe ne se na okasa no National Communications Officer de ma NDC amanyoko no ensem bia ekoso mabunu bi a wo ye NDC 4 yenya omuhunu se His Excellency John Dramani Mahama abayo mampani na ebi ni mafam ra hye om nsem area state institutions ni bi mo fefa ne ma na okachirom se da bi enye sa na ye ade sa ne ma yi bi ana MPP amanyoko no anya atumi no omo yeye na Ghana for de omo hu abufu hye omumu a ene dai ya to aba omawe poto a sabre omo ni nyina atutu agu omo nsem a ato omo se omo be ye gidigidi na wo matimi na nko motimi de adi post ni bi nanso medical aka anisi fo nyina nko collation center sa ye nwie ye sesi akra de anya ntie se by 4:30 no na electoral commission yisi watimi aba na presidential elections a ekoso watimi de aba beto abonten nia wadi nkunim nia wobi biara etimi nyan yanko na yanko hwe yisi nsem a omaka se 4:30 wo mo be ba no ma be this announcement ya brain
13 out of the 16 regional results. And for that matter, the returning officer for the presidential elections and the commission will be declaring the results for the presidential elections at 4:30 p.m. So the declaration of the presidential election results will be done by the returning officer at 4:30 p.m. And as we can attest, we have at the National Coalition Center the 13 regions there. You can actually see for yourself. What the commission is urging the general public to do is that we are only entertaining people who have accreditation to the National Coalition Center. If you don't have accreditation to the National Coalition Center, please don't come to the National Coalition Center. We also urge those who are not having accreditation to be at their homes and watch the declaration of the presidential election results by the returning officer. There is no need for supporters of political parties to besiege the National Coalition Center. This is illegal and is unwarranted. The National Coalition Center should be visited by only people with accreditation. All others can watch live the declaration of the results at 4:30 p.m. Thank you very much.
Samuel Tete, on your operations, Electoral Commission or the two just 4:30 pepe no 9 eboche moa the Electoral Commission of Ghana at the presidential results are ya train be na me ense ne memene da ya 2 year no kwasi ada be prim enadwoi say 4:30 ba obemo mode na afei omode aba be tudwa nia wadi nkunum nia wadi ntwo nyina no oman Ghana ebetimi ehunemu wose ma obia emba the National Collation Center ho illegal na poku dey na osusu say ma yisi for say ma
you see nyoma bi ho a ewi ase no adia enya no kremenka u di post o last post a udi ani
u kofie
udi kofie
omo bo abani wi a o kofie
nsem a make kan nyoma amaya magana fo bu afu fa wani monyam na asedue no fa kofie ne jai tro no. It is not illegal to go to that premises.
What makes it illegal?
It's a public office, for God's sake. What is he saying? What is illegal about it? Say me makwa, why am Juma? We am a referee. Me na makoto aba. And I say me baba be shaba na. What to you know? What is illegal about it? Uncle to me na say illegal mente. Say sumo na mo be kasima mo kasima to asumu mo fa ma adwene no nya adwuma na Ghana fo nya akoma toye mo na nyama mo keka please cancel no mo wahifa. What is illegal about it? E dey na ye illegal say yakoto aba ono abuare medin kunim
unsusu say ebia basabasa ye bia akoso the various collation centers ni bi eno na ama sabe wo mo ka say
enya no
ebe yanka mo obi emba the National Collation Center
o say ko kan ni say yanka nyansa wo ebia basabasa ye bia ye ntimi enhwe nipa ne so ntino kebe papa say ebia ye ntimi control crowd ntino kebe papa say mo a muntimi emma ha no mo hwe no TV so se na ebe ya nipa mebo empem so emma hanum enye beja communication no eye di nyansa ni nimde na eye abegina say is illegal na me bufu na me bawa. What is illegal about it? And now by in say illegal say Electoral Commission ba be bobo aba na me kwakwohwe bia na tese me ma yem from so ana ma ye bone no charge no be kan san ma police for me ma ye charge. Ade na ya mo pesa mo de ma adwen be ya adwuma sa mo ni na awuo akate awe mo ni ana mo pa die nyankopo atua mo ka mo ntimi ani ana onu amu na ye koto ne so aba no aba abontia be ka Ghana fo nyina ahu onu ahu se honorable mare no abeka ana odi akate na anim hancho abegyina bonten no waka
aja ba
nya beduru na se me so me ye citizen me di mani behwe bi na ma hu se ne aje mensa de na niwuo ba be ka se do ma mare ni. And was all the Jamensa, if you are more pop piece or ha, sending a near wood intino, if you are a ferry. Now, they don't catch them say, illegal. What is illegal? I'm not bad, no. And I'm not the same with the same Ghana. Munya sa can't cry near night. I am from my junior Juma, Munamoma tension about my name. Because Cassaya will be a challenger. Who are you to tell me, Sam Mamma? But for Nyansa Casa, for Nyansa. Abanu mu na na mu pese mu wiem se nipa na mu ko wi abanu mama no wa hu nyansa enya akomapa odo ma ne man obeji atum se abanu ma we ana mu ntimi nya we na mu be gyo no aba onu mu na onu se bi okoto abanu onye adwuma Electoral Commission ye tua mo ka se mu didi fu ye tua mo ka nsem hunu na mu diskanidi aba ya to ne nura enene na nsa bepem ne etimunisi officials no mo yeden etimuntimi nya ade a na abafu fun aba omukura betimi wanya pin sheet no kura no de so de fa ye fa ni san o de to achechide achi kura na owo pandai anase owo boda no kura na nka achechide ne bankran ko nuye.
Now, how come, sir, the various political parties, this MPP and NDC, one more team in your coalition, so share Mraba, Miabeji Tuma, Yatu Abano, Memenda, and a junior Yabapum, Cosiada no Panine. No one who said there be results now, Bedu Siano, Sakas or train, I could do here, Cranoa, and Yado no Baumia, Obetimia Dinkumoba. Now, a state institution like the Electoral Commissioner, Bapimene, woman Timinia, the results together, then they come for the found.
There be any pepper bonia, Ghanaekosen Boniachi. No, a charge in Bonnie, Sergeant Bonnet, Ramiquine. na adwen bɔne na ni afira na so asi ɛna onim nyansa enti nipa bia adwen bɔne ba otiri mu pɛ na onyansa ayira nipa na upese owi abani mano no ono coalition center the whole government of Ghana mo isi mo ye adwuma ama government of Ghana fo nyina no mo ni coalition center ebetimi ama mo anya rapid response from all police stations across the country e chese mo no mo adwuma because say na yetimi kɔ na yetima ye biodata na ye de ensesi machine so na eno timi ma periperi yo fine yo enkontabuo papa emu da ho na yetimi hwe abato no so se ne esefata e chese sa na wo se mu improve kwan ya mo fa so a mutimi nya resource ente bia be se 2008 ba 2012 no na ye use fax machine ene ye de ehwe abano eso meboa ye de transmit abane ba Electoral Commission sabra na faidan wo ho in fact I'm say Charlotte say kra use fax machine say no ebi a mo pese mo de fa car na car no ebi afa na ye fa car ni free nkran ha de akoba bi kra akofa ayi na ba kra enti car ben na nketu ene ne nansa anadwo emedru ne am say abato no kra no almost 72 hours see to abawi a no mo de aye ntia de na ase no sade na obekan ni nyansa nim hwe jemensa no na me di ne ho yawo but na sometimes no sabi minim se nyansani ne yetunefo nti na nye obi na metunefo otima se nipa bi o wa hye daada obeden wa nyane no enti obi a wa hye da de bo apaye ada no ye nyane no ade na mo ye no nipa na mo ye sa ade na ma no krampo no mo ye ma na enkosi aga because ono a wadi kan ababonti abeka na asem awie ko enti ye mo ye no se nipa ebufuo hwe enkofo mo ye friend say ewuo ya tititi nyina no eye